Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's your boy David at the Irish Hotspur, Ireland's #1 Spurs fan, the world's biggest Harry Kane fan, and we are back for the watch along for the North Bloody London Derby. It is a big one today. It's absolutely massive. I want to hear everybody in their house right now singing, "When I was young, just a boy, my mama gave me a little toy, an Arsenal fan on a string. She told me to kick his head in, kick his head in, kick his head in." It's too early to be swearing right now. Another 20 minutes, it'll probably all be coming out during the game. But everybody, we are super pumped for today's game. Of course, as always, joined by the main man himself, Kinikalenko. How are you keeping, brother?
Oh, doing well, Dave. But I must say, seeing the fall of a brethren in the case of Cudi Romero, Dave, never nice to see. So I must say, I was thinking about switching to the Hoiberg jersey because he is the one representing at least myself and plenty of other fans out there today. But I decided, Dave, to wear the Romero kit. Just out of kind of a rest in peace and also out of honor of what he's given us. He's put us in this position, Dave. He's made this, game more exciting. So I decided to honor him today. Hopefully the chat maybe respects, the decision I've gone with because he is not available today, Dave, which is a huge miss. But I did say though, Dave, like there is maybe a bit of hope with Sanchez. I've decided to back him, maybe say that perhaps he has that recovery pace, maybe a bit better of an aerial threat in the, in the box today. Looking forward to it. But at least Moon Boots isn't out. So Moondog, knows his bets are safe at least.
Yeah, that's the big thing. But you know what, Jack? Look, just to kind of keep on the positive side of things with the change. Look, one, Nick, who was sitting in the back end, who, by the way, everyone get in the comments and big up Nick, who makes this shit happen for the watch-alongs. Absolutely wonderful job he does. He did bring up a good point, that, and you brought it up as well, I believe, Jack. About set pieces up the other end. He could become useful there. He done it against Everton in the League Cup last season, grabbed a couple. He grabbed a couple this season from it earlier on under Conte stewardship. So that's one plus. But plus, he could save his Tottenham career tonight. If he puts in a good performance tonight, these games are where heroes are
Right.
absolutely made. And he could save his Tottenham career today. Look, don't get me wrong. Missing Romero is a massive blow. I mean, look, that guy these games are just for him. He's just that type of person. It's going to be a huge blow. But let's get behind Sanchez. Now, look, I'm very well aware it could be 20 seconds in and I'm effing and blinding him because he could very well piss me off. But I'm still going to get behind him. I'm still feeling positive. At the end of the day, we've got to think what we have further up the field. We have to go for this game today. It's the likes of Kane, Son, Kulusevski, who are in the lineup. Bentancur, Højbjerg, who are in the lineup. Sessegnon, Emerson, if you can continue that form from the Liverpool game, who are in the lineup. We can definitely take them to the cleaners tonight. And it'll be even sweeter to take them to the cleaners without the man that's held everything back together at the back, Jacko.
Love that.
I'm absolutely buzzing for today's game. But look, let's go through the chat. Let's see who we have joining us before we get into kickoff.
We do have Dermot Tottenham Gold saying, ladies and gentlemen, live from Kildare, Ireland. It's the main game of the season with thousands watching and hundreds here. There's one thing left to say. Let's get this top four party started with the boys who will take us all the way to top four. Here they are, David Harry Kane, Irish Hotspur Harris, and his brother in arms, Jack's son, Statsman Kanicki. All that's left to say, come on, you Spurs. Woo! Big up, Dermot. Honestly, Dave, as well, Dave, he's actually gone for a very shortened but sweeter, kind of version this time. Maybe didn't saved himself not as much work for this one, Dermot, but it's still just as snappy. It's just as powerful, and I love it. And he also says as well, Dave, we all, as we all get to mighty Tottenham Hotspur, let's not forget that we are Spurs, pride of North London. Big up, Dermot. Really big yourself up, my man. And as well, we need the spirit of Dermot, for this game as well, Dave. We do need his backing for today. He's the good luck charm, I must say. DG in the house saying, come on, you Spurs. Big up, DG, and it's good to see you in the house. I believe a New York man as well, DG, if I'm not mistaken. Mick Hermelach, of course, Dave, always here.
Big up.
Saying, good evening, Jack and Dave. On the beers already. 3-1 to Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.
Crack them open. In fact, crack two open. Crash them together like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's not London Derby there, Mick.
Love it, Mick. It also calms the nerves, my man. Even the non-alcoholic ones, I must say, even calm the nerves as well. But big up, Mick. Old Soul saying, come on, you Spurs. Big up, Old Soul. Good to see you.
Old Soul. Good to see you in the building, brother. Eats like a king. What's the pre-match meal today, mama?
It's the good stuff, Dave. It's the good stuff, Dave. Sue Smith saying terrible news about Romero. A lot less confident now, I must admit. I understand, Sue. Mick Hermalock saying going to win 3-1, Sue. Absolutely. Big up. Derek Hutchinson in the house saying, good evening, guys.
Big up, Derek.
Um, North London is ours. Arsenal can piss off back to Woolwich. 3-1 Spurs tonight. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Derek. We also have Craig Bowler in the house, of course, saying I see the welcoming committee are out on the high road for the Gooners. Big up, Craig. William Pretty is in the house and he's saying he's sticking with the 2-1. Ricky Nato saying we can do it. Come on, you Spurs. Adrian saying, come on, boys. F the Gooners. Let's have it. I love it, Adrian. And it's good to see you as well, my man. We do also have Michael Bennett saying, come on, boys, big performance, and we can do this. The fans are doing their part outside and inside the ground. So let's do this. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Michael. And it's good to see you as well, my
Big
man.
up,
Carl
man.
Simpson saying so much negativity because of Romero. Yes, it's a lot, but there is more to us than that. Stay
Yeah,
confident. We are going to destroy their backline and it will take 3 points. Huge game
man.
for Carl. Huge game for Sanchez. To be honest, like he knows probably how bad the last one was. I'd reckon, he's probably really looking forward to maybe putting, that behind him with a good performance today. That's what I would say, Carl Simpson. But absolutely love that comment, my man. We also have Ribsy in the house as well. Good to see you,
Yeah.
Ribsy. He's celebrating 10 months as well,
Big up.
Dave. And he's saying, let's effing have it. Come on, you Spurs, with a big heart emoji as well. Ripsy, really appreciate all the support you've given David and I. I mean, Dave, he also has a good sense of humor, Ripsy. He's kind of like, he doesn't back himself as much. Hopefully, Ripsy comes back on, for the fan shows and whatnot, because he's a bit like Kuba. He reminds me of Kuba.
Yeah, no, I like Ramsey. Look, he's been around here for a long time. He's a good guy, good sense of humor, and he loves the club with a lot of passion, just like everybody else does. Big up, Ramsey, my man. And look, hopefully we see you on the fan show Tuesday because we're not going to do it Monday night because we will be watching the Arsenal game because I really want them to lose. Look, we'll take a few more people in the chat. We have Hung Jiao. He says, let's go. DG, come on, you Spurs. We have Jason Fox in the building with us as well. Big up, Jason. Good to see you in the building. We've got DG in the house as well. Good to see you. Ian Ferguson, Paddy Higgins. Love to see you. Dan Davenport as well. My man, hope you're keeping well. The lads in the chat. No, Romero, I'll revise my score prediction to 3-2 to the Spurs. Squeaky bum time. Get the Guinness up and trust me, that'll be 6-2 within a couple of more cans. Patricia Harvey's in the house as well. Come on, you Spurs. Kay Koy's as well. Wild Rider. Good to see you all. And then Dark Zone G has a super chat in there as well, Jacko.
Yeah, I have it highlighted and it's saying, come on, you Spurs, even with Sanchez, we should win at least 3-0. The
Come
Sonny
on.
Hattie, the Sonny Hattie trick that I have probably predicted every single time. I think I predicted on Paxton Road over on this channel's Dark Sun G. So the Sonny Hattie is happening still, is not affected by this Sanchez inclusion. Honestly, I'm backing Sanchez, Dark Sun G, because like I said before, maybe a huge threat from the set pieces. Who knows, when we need that goal against the run of play, when things are getting, a bit, kind of spicy, Dave, it's hard to know which team, is really playing better. Maybe Sanchez gets you that goal against the run of play from a random set piece or something like that. So I'm backing Sanchez today, Dark Sun G. I know he can prove me wrong very easily. Like, I'm well aware of that. I'm not blind, but I'm backing him today, Dark Sun G. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, no point in sitting here and moaning 3 minutes or 2 minutes away from kickoff. Get behind the guy. Hopefully he doesn't piss us off on the ball. That's what my biggest problem with the guy is he just has 2 left feet. No good feet on him whatsoever. He better be ready today. And look, this is the time for Dyer to step up and show his leadership. Get him through
Yeah.
the game. If he's a leader, get him through that game.
Absolutely, Dave. Adrian Chia also saying, big up, lads. Plus, having the thing is, Sanchez is well rested. That is a good positive to point out. Or positive thing he's saying is Sanchez is well rested. That is a good point. And like I said, Adrian, maybe once he knew he got the call, maybe he realized, listen, I have a good chance, to kind of win over, some Spurs fans again. Because, at one stage, Dave, in that Man City performance, he had a really good game. He started to think maybe Sanchez had changed. And, we were kind of backing him probably until that North London derby performance. And so he has a good chance to, kind of make up for perhaps, some poor performances and some maybe love lost, with the fans. I'm not saying he's, kind of resurrect his career, but Adrian, I would say in this one-off game, who knows? Maybe he could pull it off. I'm going to be backing him. There's no reason not to, since we're already at game time anyway. I'm with you, Adrian. Love that, Davey. Spreading the positivity.
No, 100%, Jack. And I just hope he's not that rested that he's half asleep, to be honest with you, Jack. He better at least be awake. I don't want him to be too rested. That's my problem with the guy. Sometimes he is too rested. And look, we know he doesn't like playing in the rain either. He had a horrible spell in and around October and that, in some of the games. Look, Harry Kane looks focused. Look at that. Bit of hairspray going. What's Gabriel doing? Honestly, it's looking like he's at church with what he's doing. Same as Martinelli. Like, honestly, see the way they're praying, Jack. They need to pray coming into this game today. They need to pray because they're coming into the Lions' den. Even Sonny's praying to the gods. He knows there's a hat trick in him. Jack looking at the referee. Give me that red card. I really want it. Look at him. Please, referee, book me.
Kulu looks laser focused.
Oh, Dyer looks ready. Look like he's
Dyer's got the Pascal Gross, sort of kind of stern look. I like to see it.
Everybody, we are about to kick off, but before we do that, what I ask you guys is smash that like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Sends us out all across the world. Like is free. You wouldn't walk into your mother's house without wiping your feet on the doormat. So don't come into a stream without smashing that like button. Absolutely obliterate it. Forehead it like Dyer if you need to. It doesn't matter. Get it done. Do the same with that subscribe button as well. And guys, feel free any stage during this watch along, halftime, full time, even during the game. Get your super chats in, show your support to everything myself and Jack are doing here. And let's get behind the boys. We have kicked off. Anyone that wants to sync up, Arsenal start early. Oh, that's a free out. Well done. Who's that? Moon Boots. Well done. 10 out of 10 for that dive. Oh,
Ben Davies. Well done, Ben.
Started picking up where he left off against Liverpool, Jacko.
Dave, let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Jack, don't let the nerves kick in now, man. This is
I've been fully confident until kickoff. What's happened to me? David saying, Patty Higgins, though, Dave saying 100% concentration, 100% commitment. If we play well this evening, we win. Better smash that Arsenal. Love that, Patty. Good to see, my man.
I love it, Paddy. Good to see you in, brother. Hopefully you have that flat cap on as well. The good luck flat cap. Arsenal on the ascendancy here, Jack. Is this a purpose ploy or is this just Arsenal starting fast or this the ploy to try and get our counter-attacking game going and give them belief?
Dave, like I've said before, it's hard for me to always read into the beginning of games, but with the formation they've gone with, Dave, they're not going maybe with as much of that conservative lineup that we're used to. Perhaps they're thinking maybe they'll be a bit more defensive-minded, but with the lineup they've gone for, they have a lot of defensive players out there, but I think they'll still try to put their influence on the game.
No, I think so too. I think, look, it's a purpose play by Conte to try and get them out because we are our best at a counter-attacking game. I don't mind doing it for the first couple of minutes, but not too far. As Dyer loses out to Kit Kat, what is he doing?
Kit Kat in the here.
Oh, that's not a penalty. He's won the ball. Get up. Great tackle by Eric Dyer. Unbelievable. But that is too easy by Nketiah, just running through
Emerson.
People. Emerson to Sanchez. Who balloons it out of play. I knew it would happen, Jack. I said 3 minutes. He gave me 5 seconds.
Well done by Moon Boots there.
I bloody knew it would happen with that guy. Why can't he pass a football? It's simple. Oh, no. Oh.
No, they're playing on.
Oh, that's okay. I thought they were looking at that as Jesus Christ. What's the game come to? Arsenal trying to build out from the back. Good pressure. Who's this? Ben Shite on the ball. Oh, no, sorry. That's Rob Holding, actually. Gabriel out to Cedric. Back to Gabriel. Kane pressing him. Sonny also getting up with him. That's what we like to see. Running like lions. Aaron Ramsbottom goes long. Ben Davies. Lovely cushion header to Højbjerg, who plays it back to Davies. Dyer on the ball. Dyer out to Sanchez. Can we build something here from the back? He gets his second pass right to Emerson. Back to Sanchez. Do not go long. To Hugo. Hugo, quickly. Oh, my God, Hugo. What is that to Ben Davies? Putting him under pressure already. No need.
Saka plays it back. Cedric, Odegaard for the long shot. Deflection into Hugo's arms.
Jesus Christ, Hugo, wake up. Tottenham need to wake up here. Arsenal, they're up for this. That was a sloppy pass out to Ben Davies. I know he's under pressure, but Jesus Christ, honestly. I'd hate to see him on Hell's Kitchen or something like that. That's ridiculous. He'd crumble. Tottenham win a throw in up here in the Arsenal half. Cedric running around like he's an idiot. So Cedric right back and Tiramisu's left back.
Yes. I think what the logic behind that probably is that Cedric might struggle more defensively at left back because one of them has to play the opposite side, because none of them seem to rate Tavares. So the likelihood is, Cedric or one of them is going to play left back, and maybe they just think Tomiyasu is just better defensively from left back, and one of them plays more defensive role anyways. So they just, I guess, the defensive side is going to come from Tomiyasu's side, which maybe gives more freedom to our left-hand side, perhaps today.
Yeah, no, I hope so. I hope so. Tottenham just passing it around the back here, very slow on the ball, maybe trying to take the sting out of Arsenal a little bit. Dyer over to Sanchez. Sanchez into Emerson, who's just going to go back to Sanchez. It's boring me already. And it's a donkey touch by Sanchez, and he's giving away the football. Kulusevski has to come back and win it back. He's already starting. He's already annoying me. He's really pissing me off. Højbjerg on the break.
Come on, Højbjerg. Play that ball. Lovely pass, Højbjerg.
Come on,
Get past
Kulusevski.
him. Sir! I
want a penalty.
Ref, he's on top of him. He's stabbing him there, ref.
What's he giving? He's hardly giving a free kick out, has he?
Ref, he's just bit ref. Oh, he's already pulling him up. Ref!
What? Fuck me. I mean, we're already at it. The referees are already at it again, Jack. They're at it again. Honestly, what's wrong with the Premier League and the FA? Why did it hate us so much? Why? Cedric. Good pressure by Sonny. Doesn't win the ball, though. Holding. To El Neni. Good pressure by Harry Kane. That's it. Work over. Keep going. On to Gabriel. That's it. Big H. Run around like a Trojan to try the ball in behind it. Straight into Hugo Lloris's feet. Just do it simple, Hugo. You've already demonstrated you can't do it under pressure. Just do it early. To Dyer. Jack, what do you make of this first 6 minutes?
Do you know what? Hard to say, Dave, because I feel like, they're actually pressing like we want them to, which gives me actually hope, But then again, I said this before, we do kind of expect maybe them to press in the beginning of the game. Maybe then later they sit in more of a defensive shape, to hold on to things. But there is a good opportunity is that while they're kind of pressing us high, for us to maybe get a goal here. Because again, Dave, this is what suits us. Even if it's not very pretty, this is what suits us.
It is, but we can't even string two passes going forward. That's the problem. All of our possession has been in around the box.
Kulusevski showing Tomiyasu the weight room there, Dave.
Emerson, look at that, Emerson.
Showing Tomiyasu the weight room again.
Come on, Emerson. Put in a good ball. Give it to Højbjerg. He's looking for it. Højbjerg looking at me. Can't cross the ball. Just give it to me. I'll do it. Well done, Kulusevski, though. Showing Tommy at Tiramisu the weight room. Dipping his spoon in and tasting the dessert. He loves it. Oh, it's a good throw by Emerson. Højbjerg with the ball in. Gabriel looking rocky. He could have left that for Ramsbottom. They're looking a bit rocky back there, a bit shaky. It's a good ball in by Bentancur. Sessegnon, was he held? Surely he's being held. That's it, Ben Davies. Not giving Saka a minute. That's what we're talking about. Well done, Sessegnon. Come on. Just two-foot them. Arsenal play out. Oh, well done, Sanchez, but he gives it straight back. Gabriel. Acres of space here to run at Emerson. What does he do? He looks like he wants to take him on. He's taking him on. He's getting his head up. Good defending by Emerson. He still has the ball, though. Kulusevski comes across and helps him. Back to Martinelli. Well done. Good defending, boys. It's a ball into the box. Out by Moon Boots. Just not really keeping any spell of possession here whatsoever. Arsenal now coming down our left-hand side. Cedric.
Saka, long shot slips.
Oh, true moon boots legs. At least he fronted this one though.
And Davies, Sessignon, Sonny with the fabulous touch,
Come on,
Dave, and
Sonny.
he's running like a
Oh,
horse.
Sonny! Skid him! You have Gabrielle one on
Keep
one!
going.
Skid him,
Keep
son!
going.
Well done. He made up ground.
Serve!
That's a free. That's from behind. Oh, he doesn't even give it.
Oh my
That's
God.
assault. Emerson or
Oh,
Session. And then he.
pressure by Ben. But we're letting him play out there. Someone win that. Someone win that. Someone,
Oh,
come on,
come on.
Moon Boots.
Oh, well
Well
done.
done.
Pierre-Emile Højbjerg gets first time delivery and it's overhead. Harry
Oh,
Kane's head. Nothing he can do with
come
that.
on,
It's gone
Moon.
out for a goal kick. Poor cross. Conte doesn't look happy with that start. I'm not happy with the start, though, if I'm honest, Jack. I'm not happy with the start we've made. I'll be
You're not
honest.
happy with it, Dave?
No, we look a bit shaky. We look a bit nervous. Look, at the back, Sanchez has made a couple of mistakes. Hugo Lloris misplaced pass. And going forward, we can't string two passes together, really.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Dave. I know
That's a
what you're
free.
saying.
Well, about time.
You could, Dave,
About
you
time.
could, you know, like some people did say, I know a lot of us went for the 3-0. You know, I'm still going to hold by that, but you could
Oh,
say,
no.
like, some people did answer, like, you know, whatever happens as long as we get 3 points here. And it could be one of those games. I mean, there aren't many blowouts in the North London Derby. I mean, I know even the last one, Dave, felt like it was over at halftime. We still got a goal back, you know, quite early, you know, at one stage, you know, as well. So it made it look like maybe not as bad as maybe it really was. Felt horrible
Mm,
the last one, but the scoreline didn't make it look as bad as it really was, you know, if you were
yeah.
just to look at it. So it could be one of those games, you know, similarly. And
I'm
again, the
sorry, but
referee not showing any sort of kindness. I don't know how many
three knees
times,
into his
David,
back in the
How
window.
many times has Sonny been assaulted this season? We just saw it from Fabinho last game. We've
Yes.
seen Everton do it before to him, Dave. We've seen him be assaulted.
Yeah, no, three knees into his back there. You know, the first one to take him down, then kneels on his back, and then does it again. And the referee lets him away with it. I mean, it's just shocking. When are these referees going to wake up? That the Davies, poor pass into Sonny, leaves someone a lot of work to do, and he's dragged down again. That's it, Sonny. Leaves an elbow in, and it's a bit of
Oh,
wrestling going on here.
sir!
Bit of wrestling going on here. Rob Holding again. Surely that's two in a row. That's a yellow card, no? It's a yellow card in my book. If they even look at Sonny with the slight little elbow there, they even look at that. That's it. Now he's telling them, look, I'll let you away with 10 knees on him already, Holding. One more, you know, I can only give you one more.
I mean, ref. And he's trying to
Holding
take
on
it.
to him.
Ref.
He just won't even let him take it quickly. He's holding on to him. Prick. What an absolute dickhead.
I swear, he's going to give Sonny a yellow before he's going to give any of the scum a
Oh, he
yellow.
will. He will. 100% he will. Look at Holding. Look, he thinks he's a big boy now because he's in red. Oh, I can't wait. Hopefully, he make our own goal today for him. Prick. Well won.
Well done,
Well
Emerson.
won. Well done, Emerson.
Good touch.
Oh, as well. That's it. Let's sustain some
All right,
pressure here.
cycle
Sanchez
it. There we go.
to Davies. Makes the pass this time. Now it's out to Davies. My bad. It was on to Benticore. Or that's Højbjerg
Yeah,
back there.
Højbjerg.
Switching it up. Dyer. Out to
Sanchez.
Sanchez. Just make a pass. Emerson was in behind there. Plays it safe to Dyer. Back to Pierre. Out to Davies. Good ball into Harry Kane. Oh, it's well. Oh, well done, Session. Harry Kane's on the ball. Run into the box here. Tries to get it across. Good block into Ramsdale's hand. Good block. That's better from Tottenham. That's better. All the girls getting up behind the goal for Harry Kane. See that, Jacko? They love him. But I love him more. I love him more. Get your grubby hands off him. He's my age. Ramsbottom. Balloons one down into the Tottenham half. And Moon Boots lets Nketiah win it, but straight back to Hugo Lloris. Happy days. Moon Boots delivers one out wide to Davies. Session comes short. Son goes.
There you go. Good pass. Good pass, Ben Davies.
Son into
And
Bentancur.
forward turn there. Find it, Højbjerg. There you go. Now push Sanchez. Push. There you go. Come on, Emerson. Take it inside. It's okay. There you go.
Sanchez is so shit on the football. He's so passive.
All right, come on, lads.
Davies.
Find that pass there. Oh, see that Højbjerg run next time, Ben Davies.
Moon boots. Does he go in behind for Harry Kane? No, he goes straight into Ramsbottom's hands. Fucking hell. And if anyone wants to know where he got the nickname from, that was it. 15 minutes in and the North London derby's already pissing me off. But we don't look as shaky at the back as we did in the opening exchanges, though.
Yeah.
Gabriel to Rob Holden, the prick. Gone that way to Gabriel. Emerson smashes into him. Now Sanchez.
Well done, Sanchez.
Things you love to see. Gabriel on the ball. Now it's Rob Holding. Nobody pressing him at all. Gabriel. They're loving this right-hand side today. Keep looking for Martinelli. Oh, they've caught him. It's Martinelli in behind Emerson. Martinelli puts the ball across. What defending by Ben Davies. Great defending. Well cut out, Ben Davies. That's brilliant defending. That was a good move by Arsenal there, Joe Jack. They've been looking for that since the start of the game.
Yeah.
Holding on the ball again. Put pressure on him. Just kick him. Give him back what you get on to Sonny. Gabriel. Back to Holden. Good pressure here by Sonny. Bentancur follows on Elneny. Sessegnon follows on Cedric. And Dyer. Brilliant tackle. Follows in on Nketiah. It's a long ball in behind Davies. Saka chasing him down. Oh no, he's lost out. He's lost out to Saka. And he takes him down. That's smart play, but Jesus Christ. He takes the yellow. He's just muscled off the ball. He wasn't even aware that Saka was chasing him. He's got to expect that. That's just poor defending. He opens up his body. He opens it up. He moves to the wrong side of the football. It's just clumsy, actually. That's very clumsy. Very, very clumsy. You just allow Saka to come in and get it. All you got to do is block off him, pass it back to Hugo. Danger done. But instead, he gives away a set piece. And we're shit from set pieces. Antonio Conte going absolutely ballistic. They're telling him to stay in his technical area. Now Ryan Mason's having a go. Referee getting his Sky Sports moment. Look. I'm making sure he's on the camera again. Odegaard on the free kick. What can they produce? Hopefully nothing. Sonny holding the bad boys. Doesn't want to get hit there. Caressing them ears. This is a stupid move by Ben Davies to give away this free kick. Bit of argy-bargy with Dyer and Tiramisu. Odegaard with the ball in. I think that was Højbjerg with the header out. And Hugo Lloris collects it. He's gone long. No, it's just not enough legs on it to get it in behind. Well dealt with by Arsenal. It's poor.
They've sent you a new match link if you'd like.
Yeah. Sessegnon wins it back.
Sessegnon, back post. Ball cycle back to Emerson.
He's had a good start to the game, actually, Emerson.
It's been quiet.
Well done. He's on the ball again here. Kulusevski on the ball. Or Big H. Back to Sanchez. Cross to Davies. Or Højbjerg even. Keep getting them mixed up.
Sassignon, Davies.
Bentancur. Højbjerg.
Højbjerg yelling at it. Come on, let's get it going, boys.
Yeah, exactly. Emerson. Kulu. Good ball.
Kulu,
Oh, corner kick, surely.
No, he's grabbing a penalty.
Come on! Come on! Hold it on, Sonny! Come on!
We give him the sir. We give him the sir, and they've responded.
Come on! Great ball in. Great ball in by Kulusevski. Holding on Harry Kane. And then just holding on Son as well. You can't just abuse Son. Who was that? Odegaard on Sonny, giving away the penalty.
Come on, Dave, I hope the referee brought his cuffs as well. I really do hope so. He seems like he's going to need to bring his cuffs, not just the cards.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Harry.
Come on, Big H. Ramsdale trying to psych him out. Come on, Big H. Come on. Come on. Come on. Rolling up the socks. Do whatever you need to do. Run the hands through the hair. I don't mind. Do whatever you need to do. Bury this. Come on, Big H. Come on. Fill me with immense joy.
Concentration. Show me the money, H. Show me the money, H.
Come on. Takes a deep breath. Another deep breath. Runs up. It's out! Delivers again. Come on. 1-0 to the good. Come on. Harry Kane. He's one of our own. Harry Kane. He's one of our own.
Chaka can't even hear the referee, Dave. He can't even hear the referee from 6 inches away.
Oh, come on. Come on. Beautiful penalty. Sends Ramsbottom the wrong way and everything. That's what we're talking about. North London Derby feelings. Big H delivers again. I made that number 12 in North London Derby games. Most goals in North London Derby history. Harry Kane, 1-0. Come on, Tottenham. 1-0 to the good.
Oh, pure class. Look at that, Dave. The emotion there. I couldn't even watch the celebration. I'm actually frustrated that I didn't. Assault on Sonny. Oh, he's just getting sandwiched, Dave. Honestly, he's probably going to have to be sanitized after that, being touched by that much scum, Dave. Bad for Sonny, Dave. He's our beautiful Sonny, Dave. He's getting absolutely just assaulted by that much scum. They're not allowed to touch him, Dave. They should sign a warrant to touch him beforehand.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see what the chat is saying. Come on, you Spurs. Everyone just saying, come on, you Spurs. Big H, baby. Come on. Come on. That's absolutely buzzing. Big H, I told you, I'm not worried. Told you Big H would score. I knew it was coming. Had that feeling. Had that feeling. It's what North London Derby's about. Tottenham 1-0 to the good. Come on. Everyone, it's only 61 likes. Harry Kane's just scored 1-0 up in the North London Derby. Let's get 177 watching. Let's get
Come on, people. Smash that like. Let's go.
Come on. Big H is after nailing one in. Let's smash that like button. I'm not even seeing them go up. Come on, guys.
Patty Higgins, let's get another. That's what I'm talking about, Patty.
Oh, Big H, baby, you are a beautiful, beautiful man. I hope he's, I hope his wife, serves him
Dave,
right.
they're daring to do this. They shouldn't. It's too early, but they're already putting up the table on screen, the live table. It is beautiful to see.
Mm. Yeah, no, look, do it. I'm not nervous. I told you, none of this Arsenal team scare me. None of them.
Jimothy's loving the description of why Sonny needs to be sanitized. I mean, Jimothy, if you were in that position, I mean, I know you won the penalty, but imagine just being, sandwiched between two scum like that. I mean, it's just not what you want to see. But
Oh, you,
Hugo being a bit
oh,
sketch there.
I
Well done,
refuse. Come
Hugo.
on. That's sketch. And he just gives Udegaard a little pat on the head, making sure he knows he's a little boy.
Dark Sun G with the super chat saying if they played in January, we would have no sun equals no pen.
Mm-hmm.
Very good point, Dark Sun G. The same time, Dark Sun G, I mean, they still ran away from the likes of, Winks. They still ran away from, all them. So still have to look at it that way, Dark Sun G. But you're completely right, Dave. I mean, it'd still be a very tense 0-0. Not to say it isn't tense right now. I mean, they could easily equalize. But I know what you're saying, Dark Sun G.
No, big up Dark Sun G. Look, this is what life is made about. Sonny, again, being manhandled. Book.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. He even gave him the fingers when he booked them. That's what we like to see, Jack. He's a Spurs fan, that referee.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, Dave. I mean, come on now. There hasn't been a single Spurs fan, this season, when it comes to the referee. But at least, Dave, he's recognizing that, what, I probably should have brought my referee. I probably should have brought my handcuffs to this game, Jack. You're right. So I'm just going to give him a nice early yellow card, see if that's good enough. So
and do you know what the benefits of that is, Jack? Rob Holding can't hold Son again. So he'll have to let Son go on next time. He'll have to.
You're right, Dave.
No option unless he wants to see a red card. Now Arsenal have to come out into Dyer. He clips it over the top, and again he plays an absolute moon boots ball. Good running though by Kulisexy, showing everybody how to press from the front. Makes round bottom. Cedric, this is good press from Tottenham Hotspur. Win it back high up the field.
Sonny's Kane. Oh, Kane!
Oh, Emerson! Oh, what play! Good pressing, all star from Kulisexy. Now we're balling. We are balling, baby. What play? Kane beats one. Nutmegs one. Beats tiramisu. Good block. Emerson. I mean, he didn't even get it on target, but look, we don't expect that.
Emerson. I wanted him to bang that, Dave.
Oh, honestly, Jack Gabriella's kids. I mean, that's just not fair what Kane's just done to him. Honestly.
No, he's galloping like a young gazelle, Dave, through the prairie practically, Dave. He's just, he's like, full of no thoughts, Dave. He has no worries the way Harry Kane is galloping through that defense.
Wouldn't surprise me if you see the police line up on the sideline, went ready to arrest him after this game for that. That should be illegal, what he's just done to Gabriel. Wow.
Cedric with a throw-in.
Ian Ferguson says, we have them. We have them, man. I feel it. Rob Holding. Can't hold them again. Look what happened there. We got off. We let them off lightly there. Where's all them Arsenal fans, by the way? Where are you? What's that one from Norwich? Where are you? We need you. Where are you? Where are you now? You've been following me around for the last 3 days. Where are you now?
Show him the weight room, Sass. Love that. Show him the weight room. Come on, Sass.
That's beautiful. Saka walking away, crying, still thinking about the penalty at Euros. Idiot.
There's got to be a weight room in the stadium, Dave. He's got to show him where it is.
No, it's from Mikel Arteta, can't lad. He's they're hard push getting him out in front of the mirror to the training ground. Moon boots. Oh my lord, what is
Ben
that?
Davies there. Ben Davies there. I think that was Ben Davies, I think. Odegaard, though.
They're shaping up for one.
Plays it to Shaka.
Hey.
Was
Look at the
that not
Spanish
even
fans.
deflected? Not even deflected.
Good souvenir that for somebody. But that I think that was Moon Boots, and if he does that again, actually, even if I don't care who it was, if it was Davies or I don't care. If I see that again, these are the stupid things that when you're 1-0 up, that you just got to cut out. It's bloody stupid. I mean, he's overhit 3 passes and then he undercooks one. When's one going to be on the money? Just one.
Dave, Harry Kane, he's looking hungry.
Yeah. Look, Jack.
Emerson, please, Emerson. Jesus.
Well done, Ben.
Why is that?
Oh,
Why is none of that a foul? Why is none of that a foul?
To see.
Oh my God.
Højbjerg just coming in, no holds barred.
I don't even know, Dave. Why is the referee not giving that a foul there, though?
I don't know. Look, he's
a bit worried there. Because Emerson likes to go down easy. He's not giving it to Emerson. We could get punished for that. But good to see Højbjerg doing the cleanup work. Ben Davies into that pass to Sonny. Doesn't work out this time.
Come on, Bentancur.
Plays it out wide to Emerson.
Emerson, play him in behind. Good ball by Emerson.
Oh, Harry!
Oh, good defending. It's a throw-in. That was good running. I think that was Peter and Højbjerg. What a running behind. Good ball by Emerson. He's good on the ball today, Emmy. Look at that. Good ball by Emerson. Yeah, that was Højbjerg. It's what things we like to see around here. Big fans of that guy.
Sanchez. To Dyer.
That's one for the stats. Just straight out to Davies. He'll do another one out the other side now because he has to do 2 sideways passes for everyone he gives away. Oh no, what's happened?
I'm sure.
Oh no. What a start by Tottenham, though. This is what a start. 1-0 to the good. I mean, it's all you could have asked for going in at coming into half time. Our stream has gotten down. We'll get it back. It's back up. Jacko's on it like lightning, like Harry Kane on the penalty. That's how quick Jack's on it. Ben Davies or Højbjerg even. Sorry, I keep getting them mixed up because Ben Davies keeps pulling out right away left. Shit ball by Davies given away. And then cool, sexy intercepts.
Harry. Sonny. Back to Sonny. Oh, just too heavy.
So Tottenham throw in, well done. We get it back into play nice and quick. Bentancur across to Emerson. Shit touch by Emerson, but he makes up for it. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez into Bentancur. Bentancur, 2 people pressing him. Still passes off to Davies. It's beautiful. Benjamin.
Ben Davies.
Benji, he gets a nickname today. Into Ben Tekers.
Bentancur, like that urgency with that pass, Dave.
Yeah, that's what you like to see around here, Jack. Back to Sanchez. Across the Moon Boots.
Moon Boots.
Oh, well done, Moon Boots. You could see Davies was going to get pressed there. Slows it down. Goes for lots. Oh, he could be off here. That's a second yellow. No. Hey, goodbye. Hey, goodbye. And Rob Holding sees red for another filthy challenge.
Might as well send the Lego man off as well, Rap, while you're at it.
Bye-bye. Hey, I could see it coming. Na. Hey, goodbye.
Let's see this, Dave. I'm pretty sure it's going to be assault.
Oh,
man,
that's nasty. Oh, that's one right. And Harry Kane straight on the referee.
Dave. That's what Fabinho should have been sent off for.
Look at him up and down. Where's the cards? Oh, well done, Sonny. He took one to the face there. Everybody at home, give it to me. Na. Hey, goodbye. Come on. Rob Holding lives up to the name, keeps holding on to Sonny, and he gets sent off.
Ben Scheidt coming on. They might be putting Ben Scheidt on.
Whoa! This is unfolding nicely. Arsenal are capitulating. And the lad says, well done, Sonny. Oh, absolutely love it. 200 in house, Sonny, 94 likes. Come on, guys. You want another Arsenal player sent off? Smash that like button. Come on. Also, if you're new around here, smash that subscribe button. Get your super chats in. And it's good night. Bon voyage. Rob Holding lives up to the name. What more do we want? Down to 10 men Arsenal. Tottenham 1-0 to the good. Come on. Faz Rafar with the super chat. Jacko says, son, destroy them.
Yep.
Deserve the red from the start.
I mean, probably deserved a red before he even, the kickoff, even started, Dave. He's just had a bad look in his eye. He didn't seem like, he was really ready to, play a professional game of football. All he looked like he was going to do was just commit assault on Sonny. So I'm actually glad, Dave. I actually doubted that the referee had brought, his cuffs for today, but clearly he has. He's listened to the call from me. He's listening to my sir calls, and and he's obliged. Which honestly, good to see so far. Not gonna doubt. Maybe where it's gonna go from here, Dave. But it's good to see that he's at least listening. Sonny, sus!
Oh.
That'd be like me, Dave, with my left foot there.
I'd expect something like that from Sanchez. Well, one back, Pierre. Oh, Pierre!
Thank you, sir.
Well, that's another yellow.
See, Dave, he's obliging to the sirs, and it's good to see. But Faz, I agree with you. I think he deserved a red from the start. Probably even deserved a red before kickoff, Faz.
He did. Honestly, what's that idiot Saka rolling around for? Look at him. Pierre just steps on him. I mean, what's the problem? It's allowed. It's Pierre and Højbjerg. Does what he wants around here.
Dark Sun G saying holding out for Newcastle, maybe Everton too. Come on, new Spurs. Big up, Dark Sun G. It's too early to be talking that talk, Dark Sun G, but I like to see it, my man. I like to see it.
No. Look, Dark Sun G, never too early. Never too early. Don't listen to Jack, lad. Don't listen to him. I love it. Holding is out for Newcastle. And look, speaking to the Arsenal fans over the weekend, winding them up, they did say they're not looking forward to Newcastle game. They have an atrocious record away. So, puts him out. Ben Scheich comes in, like for like. Two idiots, doesn't matter. Adrian Chia says, big up, lads. Holding had it coming since kickoff.
That's what people they probably noticed it before me, Dave. Like, it seems like people noticed this before me, that, most of the Harris Army probably thought that he deserved a red card before even the kickoff. So, I don't know, Dave. Maybe they should be running the watch along, because I think that's spot on analysis. And I'm starting to realize that Rob Holding, when I really think about it, there was a certain smell in the air, Dave. Like, he just really needed that red, and I'm glad that it came now, but it probably should have came earlier, like people were saying.
Look at that idiot Arsenal fan abusing son. Look at him. He's crying. Look at him. Milk it, Sonny. Milk all the tears out of him. Harry Kane again! Harry Kane again! Make that two! Come on, Harry! Come on! Big H,
He's one of our own.
Harry Kane! He's one of our own.
Come on, Big H!
Whoever's on the scoreboard, change that team now. I want to see it. Come on. 2-0 to the good. Look at this. Who wins the first one? Bentancur wins the first one, and Harry Kane with a diving header back post. He's like Superman going through the air, Jack. Honestly, I want to see someone make me a picture of Harry Kane in place of Superman going through the sky. That is unbelievable.
Oh, he practically kisses the goal line there, Dave. He just kisses it.
He does. He kisses it.
Oh, look at Conte. You almost did a dance there, Dave. Oh, look at that stance as well.
Conte gives
look at that baller face as well.
Conte nearly gives me like
Dave, he did the mean mug at the end, Dave. He did the mean mug there, sir.
Oh, that's another booking. This is too good. I'm having the time of my life. You wouldn't even get this down at a comedy club.
I'm going to need the Lego man sent off as well, Ref. I'm going to need the Lego man sent off as well. But ball in, Emerson!
Cuts in, back one. That's a penalty! That's a penalty! He's giving it!
No way.
Oh, it's offside? Oh, is he giving it? What's going on?
You're hilarious.
What's going on? What's going on? Someone tell me. What are you crying for, Shaka? Fuck off, idiot. Okay, it's not a penalty. Sorry, I need to calm down.
I'm waiting for the penalty, ref. I'm actually waiting for it still.
Jack, Harry Kane does things to me. He made me count in fucking French.
The brace from Harry. I got it all wrong, Dark Sun G. It's the brace from Harry.
Harry Kane made me count in French. I can't even speak English. He made me count in French. Oh, what
I can't even pat. Dave, I can't.
So much.
I can't. Count past 4. So hopefully we don't count. Hopefully we don't get more than 4 in French. That's what I would say. But Dave, I do have a few other languages up my belt. In case we get more than that tonight. So don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I'm crying with laughter here. Harry Kane makes man speak French.
Probably, actually, Dave, I must say, my favorite moment of tonight was actually Antonio Conte's mean mug after that celebration, Dave. He actually did he did the Godfather sort of mean mug look, actually, at the end of that, really. I'm not even kidding. He kind of had, like, the lip was sort of like, a certain way and everything. It was glorious, Dave. It was a beautiful face.
Oh, it was. Nick, you're with us now. You're joining us. Where's he gone? He was on screen there for a minute. Nick, I think he's joining us. I think Nick will be joining us. I think he's gone for a second. I'm not sure where he's gone. But honestly, I love it. I can't believe it. Man made Dave speak French. Oh, that's absolutely hilarious. Sharat says, lol, David, watch that ticker. I know, honestly. Honestly, I'll tell you, I'm actually going to have a quick cigarette before halftime. I need to calm down. I'm enjoying this way too much. Honestly, I said 4-0 everywhere I've gone, and it could be, people call me crazy. They call me crazy, but you can never doubt a day feeling. But, Jack, I think we have a couple of super chats to
get. Yeah, we have a super chat from Dark Country first, saying karma for that red card versus Leeds holding man of the match, Dave. Dark Sun G. I'd love to see that, Dark Sun G. I do love to see that. And as well, I mean, they've just been gifted so many gifts, Dark Sun G, so many gifts. I think what's happening is that they're just being given a proper game of football. It's not even been a spectacular performance from us, Dark Sun G, but they're just being given a proper game of football. And I think they've realized that, maybe they've been handed a few too many favors by other teams in the Premier League so far. As Harry Kane, he's in.
Oh, Sessi Young. Good ball in.
Come on, Emerson.
Nick, I believe you're joining us now for the watch along, my man.
No, I see him away from screen. He's going to come on for halftime. Sounds like he needs to. Sebas Wolf, he's getting eager, Dave. He's getting eager. He wants to come on for halftime. Sebas Wolf saying, I love you, King. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Sebas, my man in New York as well, Dave. And he's thankful for the Harry Kane brace. And I know Sebas, Dave, he probably wasn't worried. Harry Kane, 2 games without, any goals in the North London Derby. But I'm pretty sure, you and Sebas, Dave, are a bit alike. He wasn't worried.
Sebas, I'm sure you were probably counting in Chinese, my man. Harry Kane does that to his fans. He just sends them crazy. No, honestly, I can't believe he made me count in French. I mean, I learned German in school, so I even shocked myself there, Jack, But look, honestly, I'm absolutely buzzing for the guy. I'm absolutely ecstatic. Honestly, I'm so happy. When has everybody ever seen me this happy? It's not on the Derby and Harry Kane scored goal 2. Now I want Sonny on the score sheet. Now I want Sonny. But I'm going to turn off my camera, but I will be there.
Cedric playing backwards. Sonny still pressing. Saka, though, absolutely surging through the midfield. Ball in. Hugo! Hugo!
Good save by you,
Eddie Nketiah with kind of a dinkish sort of kind of curler, trying to go over the top, you could say, of Hugo, and that was headed in. So, I mean, Hugo, a bit theatrical, but, it's nice to see Dave after he makes that save, like Hugo fashion. No chest bumps, no, kind of pimp walk, kind of like Ramsdale does. Because Ramsdale, Dave, he does like that pimp walk and everything after he makes saves like that. I'm glad to see Hugo. He makes, yeah, exactly. He makes those saves for a living, Dave. And I think Ramsdale, the problem is that he acts like he isn't making those saves for a living.
No, 100%. Look, we spoke about this beforehand.
He acts like every save is his last, Dave.
He just gets on with his job, though, doesn't he, Jack? We had this discussion beforehand that Hugo Lloris is not one for doing stuff for the Sky Sports cameras to get on podcasts like Ramsdale and stuff like that. And look, he doesn't get carried away from himself. You never see Hugo Lloris on podcasts. I listen to two podcasts. One of them is the Fozcast by Ben Foster, and the other one's by Pete Crouch. And Ramsey's been on two of them. Since he done some shit housery move against United, and they all absolutely
Oh,
no, just dribbles into Hugo.
that
Jack,
was
are you
dangerous
nervous on
though.
that?
There, that was dangerous. Let's not kid that though. That was dangerous in that moment.
Are your nerves gone though, Jacko? I know you were a bit nervous before the
Nerves
game.
are never no, Dave. Nerves were Dave. I was
Actually,
even
sorry,
you
as
were
soon as the
Dave,
game
Dave,
kicked
Dave,
off.
Dave, Dave, Dave. Let's get the record straight here. Let's get the record straight here. I mean, who was nervous, Dave? You were the one that was already beckoning at the players in the beginning. I was telling you to calm down in the beginning, Dave. Let's get the record straight here. I was the one that was calling for assault from the referee in the beginning. So, Dave, I mean, I've had this game, had this game well understood. Don't
Oh,
you worry, Dave.
oh, just see it out till halftime now. Just see it out till halftime.
Ball into Sassignon. Odegaard here. El Neni. Plays back to Tomiyasu. It seems like Tomiyasu's dropped back into the back four.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Maybe Xhaka moved to left back. Martinelli here, being swarmed by Emerson. Sir, that's ours. Martinelli plays it in.
Oh, just see it out till halftime, Tottenham.
El Neni plays it to Odegaard.
They're going to
Spurs have every man behind the ball here.
Yeah, I don't mind that until halftime. Just see it out without conceding. They do say
I'd
goals
love to
before
see that.
halftime
Don't get me
changes.
wrong.
But Jack,
Love to
I
see
feel
that.
I feel Arsenal capitulating in the second half. I actually do.
Emerson, Saka ball in. Hugo.
Mr. Reliable back there. Philip Brady would be proud. Matty Hayes would be proud. Matty's a goalkeeper.
Well, I mean, he's probably just a bit disappointed, Dave, that there's, only one goalkeeper being represented on the pitch tonight.
I'm telling you, Ramsdale needs
One of them,
to
Dave.
concentrate on.
One of them draws, a bit too much attention to the position, you may say, because I think, Dave, goalkeepers more often or not are actually quite humble players.
Yeah, they're
They
supposed to be
usually don't
silent.
draw a lot of attention to themselves. But usually, in the case of Hugo, I think he's a role model of that. Whereas some, players like Ramsdale, Dave, they draw too much attention. But the ball in, Nakulu keeps it in, shows the pace. Oh! Dave, he just showed that, Xhaka's got to keep those legs closed there.
He absolutely done him there. He absolutely done him. Oh, this is stuff you love to see. This is stuff you love to see, my friends. Come on, that's 2
Like
minutes.
a man shaking his head.
Look, his hair's not moving. His hair's not
Like a
moving.
man
Look.
shaking the head, realizing, he put the wrong hair gel in today. I've been there before. Some Dave, certain days, the hair gel that's your favorite sticks more than others. I think that's what's going through his head right now. But we do have a few super chats just to get through first before
I
we
just
get
said to
our
everybody, it is
halftime thoughts,
halftime.
Dave.
Yeah, it is halftime. Tottenham 2-0 to the good. My man, Big H, Harry Kane, best number 10 in world football. Harry, Class A Kane, strikes again in a North London derby. But look, Jack, everybody, smash that like, smash that subscribe, get your super chats in with your thoughts. That means you skip the queue. But also, anybody else watching that's not in a position to be able to do it, get your thoughts in, and we'll bring them up as we discuss. But Jacko, let's take it away, my man.
Steve D saying effing top four, fucking top four, fucking the league. It doesn't get better than this. Steve D, Dave, he's loving the spectacle, Dave. He's loving the spectacle. He's loving, the thrills, Dave. It's, and like I said, earlier, Steve D, I was saying this to Dave. He was trying to rattle me, saying, I was the more nervous one. I was telling Dave, he was the one that was telling me, that, this wasn't good enough and everything. I told Dave to calm down. Look where we are, Steve D. Look where we are, my man. He's loving this, Dave. He's loving the spectacle. You can tell Steve D, he's probably actually bouncing around the room. The bartenders are telling him to stay in his seat, or even the missus, if he's at home, she's just telling him, just to, stay in one room. He's going all over the house here. What do you have to say to Steve D?
No, Steve D loved the use of the English language. It's perfect for North London derbies, my man. And look, it doesn't get better than this. Watch how I've been bouncing around for the last 45 minutes. It does not get better than this. Rob Holding living up to his name, holding on to Sonny, getting a red card, 2 yellows. What more do you want? Harry Kane turning up, king of the lane, shows me why he's king. I mean, Steve D is right. It doesn't get better than this. I mean, Nick, does it get better than this, my man?
Oh man, only if I had, I was getting a massage and sitting in a hot tub having a cocktail. That's the only way to get any better right now.
Well, look,
to be honest, I actually know what that's like, Nick. Dave, I got to interrupt you. I actually know what that's like, Nick, because I was actually in Liverpool, a bit before, we enjoyed that result over there, with the misses. And I, in fact, did have a massage, did have a bit of that sauna, did have a cocktail on top of that. So I do know what that's like,
Nice. I didn't even know that they
especially over in enemy territory. I know what it's like, to enjoy that over in enemy territory.
I didn't know that they had those kind of amenities over in Liverpool, man. I didn't think they
could. only for the finest of Spurs fans, I'll tell you that, my man. But Tottenham Gold.
We went on a night out. When you come out of a snooker club, there's a certain place beside it open at 3 a.m.
Right.
This was during the daytime, Dave. This was during the daytime. But Tottenham Gold saying, I am really buzzing. I'm jumping around the sitting room. Thank you, boys, for the hard work. He's one of our own. David and Jack, he's one of our own. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Dermot. Tottenham Gold. Dave, Dermot, he's also bouncing around the room here.
No, look, I don't blame him. I mean, Dermot, if you have one of them pogo sticks, hop on one of them, just go absolutely berserk, take the lampshade out, the light with it. Who needs light, Dermot? I mean, look, this is a North London derby. 2-0 up, they're down to 10 men. They're having a hope of Helen coming back. Hopefully this doesn't lead to me being clipped. But in my opinion, they're having a hope of Helen coming back. Just had that feeling all week, Dermot. I know you did too. You told me you were confident. And big up, my man. It's days like this that makes being a Spurs fan bloody wonderful.
Love that. Big up, Dermot. Really appreciate support. Dark Sun G saying Lego Head is down to 10 men, losing 2-0, and the new contract, Nick. I mean, a few different questions here, whichever one you want to respond to. I'm kind of bouncing off Dark Sun G. Nick, you've met me in person. Sometimes if I'm not wearing, the flat cap, I wear a bit too much hair gel. You can probably smell it. It gets a bit intoxicating. I can't even smell, it myself. I probably am so intoxicated by the hair gel that I'm not even thinking straight. Do you think that's probably happened to Lego Head today? With the new contract, the new hair gel that he's bought, probably on top of it. He's just not thinking straight.
You're a well put together guy, Jack. I admit that. When I saw you, I got a little
hair gel can get to your head, Nick. That's
what
I'm trying to say.
The thing is, too much product. Too much product. They warn you against because it can seep in. Yeah. You start looking at the mirror for an extra 15 minutes each day. You forget your tactics and you forget the process is what it is. You forget the process, and that's what we all have to worry about with too much product. You
think that's what happened? He was looking for that's what, his assistants were, speaking to him, and it seemed like they were looking for something, and it seemed like what they found was the hair gel and not the tactics.
Right. The tactics book is what they were looking for, man.
They found the hair gel instead. It's a disappointment.
They were looking for Rob Holding, and then they forgot that he just got sent off.
Well, you can't put hair gel on Rob Holding, and so they couldn't fix the situation because they didn't bring the tactics. They brought the hair gel, and they can't fix that situation with hair gel. I'll tell you that. Jerome saying, "Let's go, boys. Let's send those scums away crying. All we need is to keep focus and smash them good. Come on, you Spurs." Nick, I'm going to come back at you again. 2-0 is a very, very dangerous lead here.
As we know,
no comedy aside, 2-0 is a very dangerous lead, and I think Jerome is emphasizing that.
Listen, man, I was very nervous, as David knows, going in today. I actually, as you know, I scheduled a therapy appointment early today before the match. It was supposed to be for tomorrow. I said, no, I got to do it today just to make sure I can calm down a little bit there. Yeah. But now at the half we're 2 up, I want to see blood. I want blood. I want ruthlessness right now. I don't care about the cards. I want more goals. And I want to see blood on the pitch right now. Let's make them know where they are.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And look, just to add off the back of that, I mean, we've got to give the guys credit for that first half, to be fair. Look, it started off a bit
A little
shaky.
ropey.
Yeah, a little ropey, few misplaced passes by Sanchez, Dyer, Lloris, but we grew into the game and we got goals at crucial times and punished them. Son has took awful abuse out on that pitch. And actually, it's something about what we spoke about before game, about Conte looking to get Son in behind. And ultimately, that's what cost him that second yellow card, was Son's movement off the ball.
Yeah.
And it's what you love to see. And then Harry Kane, glancing in at that back post, staying switched on, Bentancur winning the first header, kissing the line as he scores. It's absolutely beautiful. It's what you want to see from Spurs fans. And look, we deserve it. We deserve it. We've put pressure on them. We've tried to press them high where we can, bar the last couple of minutes where we're happy just to get in. But look, I agree with Nick. 2-0, and Jack, I agree with you as well. 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. You can't sit back and rest on your laurels, because if they get one, you give them that slight belief. I want to go out there now, and this is the time, right, to give them an absolute hiding, one that they will never forget, and really rattle them
Keep the clean
going
sheet
into the next
too.
2 games. Rattle
keep
them,
the clean sheet.
100%.
We have that midfield advantage now too.
Yeah.
So Højbjerg and Bentancur should be just little triangles all over the place, just sending them down blind alleys, and then we got to exploit the space. But so do you think that maybe the plan for the last couple of matches has been to have Son take some of the pressure off of Kane as far as drawing in defenders and taking the abuse?
Really good point.
Because he's certainly been taking the abuse.
No, well, I think that's a really good point. I don't even know if I think you're pointing out something I couldn't have said this without this question. But every time Ben Davies receives the ball, guys, have you noticed that it's Sonny is dropping back for the same pass every time? And it's almost so obvious that that's what we're doing in that situation, but it has worked every time. The only time it hasn't worked is when Ben Davies just misplaces that pass.
Right.
But I find that a bit interesting with what you said about maybe Sonny taking a bit of pressure off Kane. Normally we expect Kane, right, to be the one dropping deep, to take the pressure away. Maybe Sonny's doing that. And to be fair, Sonny already has the training as sort of that guy who's been playing as kind of a hybrid striker / number 10 in this 3-4-3, because when we were playing with Lucas, he was almost playing as another number 10 alongside Lucas. So he's actually quite comfortable dropping deep and doing what he's doing. So maybe what the point is that Harry Kane, they're thinking, is going to be the guy that's dropping deep. Yeah. But Conte has pulled, a fast one on Lego Man, and is having Sonny drop deep.
But that's ultimately why Rob Holding picked up the first yellow, because if you look at the couple of tackles he made, and even the one that he made, some brought him into territory that Rob Holding does not want to go, because as soon as Son turns him, he has to take him because he has all that space to run at. He's pulled him out of the centre-back position. And that's ultimately what led to the first yellow card. And then the second one, I mean, Son had already scared him from the first few. He drops the elbow. A few people saying they've been over to AFTV, love that. And they're saying that, they're saying Son should have been sent off. Absolutely ridiculous. Holden should have been sent off when he came down with the knee on Son's back.
Yeah.
I don't know, Dave. I think Holding should have been sent off with that look on his face before he even, came on the pitch. But Jerome, really great question, my man. And honestly, really appreciate support as well, my man. Dark Sun G saying, didn't some Gooners big up Holding before the match? That's a bit sad, Dark Sun G. And to be honest, you just reminded me of that. And Dark Sun G, I might actually have to be a bit angry with you here, because it's starting to make me kind of sick. It's kind of hurting my brain here. I didn't have a headache until, I just read this super chat here, because there were actually plenty of Gooners that were bigging up Holding before the match. And in fact, Dark Sun G, they were even putting them in their combined 11. They were putting Holding in there. It's just stuff that hurts your brain, Dark Sun G. And I know you didn't mean to do that, but it's just what's happened. It's hurt my brain thinking about that. Adrian Chia saying, so what saucy picks do you guys have of the ref? Adrian Chia, there's been no saucy picks of the ref. It's just the appeals coming from the Irish Hotspur here. The referees listen to me, Adrian, because they hear my sir calls. They hear how respectful I am. They hear that I'm just trying to get a fair game of football here, and they kind of listen to me a bit more. I think they listen to me more than the players, actually, Adrian, because they realize I'm coming from a fair position here, regardless of the bias. I'm coming at the referee with the, kind of an approach of respect. I'm just trying to see, let the referee, let the boys play, call the fouls that need to be called, maybe pull out the handcuffs if it's needed, Adrian. So it's no saucy picks of the
I
ref.
know what
It's
he's
just
on
pure
about.
respect. That's
I
all I'm
know.
showing him, Adrian. It's pure respect.
I know what he's on about. Adrian, you're getting the wrong end of the stick. All I'm saying is, for a beauty parlor to be open at 3 a.m. in the morning is very, very suspicious. And all you see when you're waiting outside for the Uber, outside the snooker hall, is guys just going in and out at 3 a.m. to a beauty parlor. Come on now. We didn't go. I'm just saying we found it very suspicious.
Daniel Larson, big up, Adrian. Really appreciate you on game days as always, Adrian. Really appreciate you. Daniel Larson saying, told you guys about the scum. I told you guys about this scum site. They're overrated. Daniel or Nick. Daniel, saying they're overrated. Have you felt the same way? I'll be honest, I can't jump on that train. I've been a bit intimidated by them before. Did you feel like they've been overrated this whole time?
I think that they've been incredibly lucky for especially this last half of the season, man. And definitely overrated, at least from Arteta's point of view. The people I talk to, generally the right-minded people, all see the weaknesses in there, uh, and youth isn't the only weakness in there. There's weakness in their attack. They're growing, in Ket, and I do mean growing. They're still young boys in Ketia Saka, so they're growing into it. But no, they're not everything that they're cracked up to be. We should be rolling right over these guys, but it's the intensity of the situation that gives us doubt. But you know what? When Big H was bebopping and scatting through the six, past their entire defense, then I realized Big H, he's not worried right now.
But you know what? Look, I've been saying, Nick, I agree with you. Like, there was nothing to be afraid of. And I've been blasé all week about it. People say, you can't be that nonchalant going into a North London derby. I knew this would happen. I get these things in my head, and I just knew it was going to happen. And it's delivered today. This is what I say to people. Forget about what's happened in the past. Sometimes just, if you believe something, stand up and back your team. Sometimes you just got to back the boys. You've got to believe positive vibes and positive things happen around here. That's what I'm talking about. We need more need more Daves in this community.
That's right. That's right.
All I would say to Nick and Daniel is, I think maybe what I realized is it's not the hair gel that Mikel Arteta was worried about. It's that he actually had to sign a few kind of waivers to sign most of his players out of class for this game. So
right.
he's actually realized that the teacher has caught on to him, Daniel, and he is going to have to maybe be in trouble. Tomorrow he's going to have to pay maybe something to the teacher because he signed them all out, out of school early to go to this game. And he's realized, he's getting in trouble for that, especially with the performance they put in so far, Daniel. But big yourself up, my man, and can't wait to get his thoughts, Dave, on the fan show. But big up, Daniel. Jerome saying again, I don't know about you boys, but I want to be in that stadium right now. The noise is just amazing. I mean, David, you and I, we entered the stadium singing along with the entire crowd before West Ham. I couldn't even imagine what probably the chants are like after this game if we keep the result. But as well, Dave, I almost deafened a few people around me when they were even doing the lineup chants with Højbjerg coming in. What some of the passes Moon Boots has been playing, Dave, we'd be screaming Moon Boots' name. We'd probably be deafening a few people, to be honest, Jerome. If we were in there right now, it might actually be for the betterment of, certain fans that were actually not in there.
All I can say, Jack, is that place after the game. Now, we were up the top, right? And we could hear it from up the top, just entering the stairwell, of the slapping of the banisters creating the noise. West Ham get battered every being chanted. It will be absolutely electric. And Jack, for about an hour and a half, 2 hours after that game, fans stayed there just singing that song alone. Yeah. That place is going to be electric. I would do anything right now to be there after this game. It is going to be hopping. They'll be singing every player's name, every Spurs song you can think of, especially that one about Arsenal where it's like, when I was just a little boy, my mama gave me a little toy, an Arsenal fan.
Saying it repeatedly, Dave.
Yeah, that would be the whole way down, the whole Tottenham High Road, Bricklayers Arms, Jack. You know how good that is after a game as well. It is going to be electric. Going to be a lot of sore heads tomorrow.
Yep, and we've kicked off everybody, by the way, so do get into the game. Sorry, everybody, getting the emotions in. So sorry we couldn't get through the super chats a bit quicker, but Tala, Ahmed, if you're still in here, big up, Tala. Really do appreciate you. and he's saying this is the first game in a while where I wasn't nervous at all. A new
Oh,
Spurs
Dean!
had it in the bag, all
That's a
because
penalty!
Conte
Penalty! Yeah! Come on!
Oh my God,
Penalty.
Dave! I didn't even think it would happen that
Penalty.
quickly. We're not even 47 minutes in.
Come on! Come on, Sonny. Look at Arteta standing there, looking across at Tottenham fans.
Can't even see straight, Dave. Dave, the fumes from the hair gel. You can't even see.
Oh,
Oh, Sanchez. Dave, look at that pass from Sanchez. You would think that was from Romero.
oh, you gotta love it.
That's
Yeah, me
Sanchez, to be honest, Dave. Look at this pass he plays here. That is a
Oh,
beautiful pass.
what a
And he
ball.
gets assaulted
That's
there, but
penalty.
I mean, the referee, I think he was going to call the pen anyway.
That's number 21
But
for
actually,
Sonny.
Harry Kane showing Gabrielle the weight room there. Oh my God, he showed them the weight room. That's beautiful. And what a finish from Sonny.
Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. Tala, you're a
Change
good luck
that
charm,
score,
my man.
baby.
Yeah, Nick,
Love
change
that.
that, my man. Tala, you're a good luck charm. We got straight onto that. Look at Sonny, straight towards the Spurs fans with the knee
But Dave,
slide, giving it the big in. Come on, Sonny. He does it
Tala, he
again.
wasn't worried, Dave. Tala, he wasn't ever worried.
No, big up Tala for the super chat, my man. Really appreciate that. And exactly, you know, not being nervous. No need to be. Why would you? Because look, Sonny makes it 3-0. Tottenham 3-0
Big
to
up,
the good.
Tala.
You
Really
couldn't write
appreciate
it.
the
It's
support.
beautiful. I love seeing that red card up above Arsenal on the screen as well. I love to see it. Arsenal are absolutely capitulating. Oh, this could be a hiding of epic proportions. This could be one to remember.
Amir
Because
Sardar saying, Woolwich wasters. Ha 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 ha. Come on, you Spurs. Kane hat trick coming. Come on, Amir. It's happening, my man. It's happening. The Kane Hattie. I got it wrong, Amir. I thought it was going to be Sonny. I realized it was going to be Big H. It's more beautiful that way, seeing Big H, score the Hattie, because he's not been as good as Sonny in the last few.
Oh, I thought it was a penalty. Sorry, Jack.
I mean, Kane's asking for it. But Amir, I mean, Sonny, he's been absolutely spectacular in the most recent London derbies. So I've kind of thought it was going to be Sonny grabbing the Hattie. But Harry Kane, he's proved me wrong here. So it's just beautiful to see, Amir. It's just beautiful to see. Big up, my man. The Woolwich Wasters. Dave, honestly, the best nickname I've honestly heard in quite some time when speaking to him. I wish Amir was, just there. I wish I had that, Dave, just, Amir as my sidekick, just to say that, every time. But big up, Amir, and really appreciate support. And Amir wants you on a fan show whenever you're available soon, my man. Really do want that energy. Dark Sun G saying this is the difference between Nuno and Conte. Come on, you Spurs. Dark Sun G. It's so obvious, but it needed to be said. It needed to be said. Needed to be said.
It's so true, Dark Sun G. I mean, it's night and day. And look, look, top four still on, going right down to the wire. Tottenham on the break here again. Kane behind for Kulusevski. Kulusevski's onto it. Cuts back inside. It's a penalty. He should have went down. He cuts in again. He's giving a free out.
Oh my gosh, he's calling it on Kulu, Dave.
What?
How can it be on Kulu?
How?
Faz Rafbar saying, let's get the third and quickly batter them. Faz, I do apologize. You're more than right, my man. I mean, we got that third already. So, Faz, apologies. We need to catch up here, Faz. And I really appreciate support, my man. And you're more than right, Faz. And we just gone and done it, Faz. We just gone and done it. But pick yourself up. Moondog saying, I'm walking around with a stiffy, Dave.
Do you know what, Moondog? Today's the day Dyer needs to get one. Today is the day. Honestly, it'll go from a stiffy to feeling like you're on a bluey, my man. Honestly, that won't go down for hours if Dyer gets your goal, my man. But big up, Moondog. Bit too much information, but I love
you,
it.
Moondog.
Taking a leaf out of my book. You see my table, my camera tilting now shortly.
Dark Sun G saying, didn't I say at least 3-0 win today and 2 win? I said it as well, Dark Sun G, believe me, but I went for the Sonny hat trick, and I still think it's on the cards here.
I said 4.
Pick up Dark Sun G.
Dark Sun G, I said 4. I want one more.
And 2 win Paul. I'm not sure what he means by Paul. But a good block by Davies and a clearance. Wow. Come on, Davies.
Good defending by Benjamin. Good
and to win Paul, Dave, I'm not sure. What is Paul? Paul.
I don't know, Dark Sunji. Let us know what Paul is. I know it's a name of a person, but let me know what you mean, my man.
William Kelly saying, me and Luke are loving this. I mean,
Big
William
up, William
Kelly,
and
these
Luke.
are the moments where Luke becomes a Spurs fan. These are the days when he gets that bug, Dave. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I bet Luke is probably getting that bug right now to be a Spurs fan.
No, big up, William and Luke. Hopefully, you are absolutely jumping around, buzzing. Luke, my man, these are the days you will remember, beating the scum, beating the filth. You know, Kane on the score sheet twice, Sonny on the score sheet, man sent
Oh,
off. These are the derbies that you will remember forever, my man. Big up, Luke, and big up, William. Hopefully, you're having a good time with the kiddo.
all in,
You
Hugo,
go.
Hugo.
He's a rock.
But also, I think, yeah, so William Kelly, pick yourself up. And also, as I think, in the case of Luke, my man, there are a few people, Dave, I think we know that betrayed their own fathers, and became fans of the scum of all,
Yeah,
clubs, even though their fathers were Spurs fans. Pretty sure in the case of William Kelly, he's probably a nice father. He'll let him be a fan of any, club. Just the scum is off, it's off the table. It's the one that's off the table. Probably Chelsea as well,
goodness.
maybe West Ham too, but big up, William, and big up Luke as well. Hopefully the flat cap is on Luke right now, William. Dark Sun G saying our second win under this ref is what I meant. Dark Sun G, I do
Oh,
apologize. Paul Tierney again. Dark Sun G, as you probably
that's
know,
so
Dave and I
obvious.
are a
Yeah,
bit slow. We're a bit slow sometimes. Dark Sun G, and our second win under Paul, of course, Dark Sun G, because he referenced it earlier, Dave.
yeah. No,
We've only
big
had
up,
one
Dark.
win under him.
We are a bit slow around here at times, my man. We are a bit slow. But big up, my man. Big up. Nick, you buzzing after that third went in, my man?
Can't hear you, my man. Can't hear you.
Mike was off. Yeah. I'm feeling a lot better now, man. My nerves have started to fall flat a little bit, and now I can start enjoying the game. Listen, Kulu, I don't know how he had full control of that ball. I don't know how that foul was given to him, but he really looks on it. He looks like he wants something out of this.
Oh, Pierre. It's beautiful. No, 100%.
There he
Oh.
is, Sonny.
Back to Emerson.
Emerson.
Oh,
Emerson.
shit pass.
Terrible.
Better win this.
100%, Nick. I agree with you. I think anytime the ball's come out to me, he's held it up very well. I can't believe that was given out against him. I really can't. For me, I mean, Arsenal are lucky he was too honest and didn't go down.
Yeah, definitely.
My opinion. Arsenal on the ball, looking to break here, trying to restore some pride. Look, want to be Ajax. Look at them with their kids. They're so hard trying to be Ajax. Desperately.
Aren't we more the sister club to Ajax, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we've always got good players off Ajax as well.
Don't we have more of an actual, club relationship, kind of like?
Yeah, there is. There's a bond in there from history.
Yeah, from back in the day. I think
Yes,
from
but
back.
the difference is Arsenal wants to be like our Ajax.
Well, Ajax is a classy club, Nick. They don't really want to be associated with scum. They know better. They know better.
Get that out of there. Okay, nice move.
Go on, Sonny. Or Bentancur. Bentancur. No, good attempt.
Yeah.
Lenny on the ball. Xhaka. In fairness, Nick, I would have actually put my money on him to get the first red card.
On Xhaka? Yeah. He's bound to. He's like the Serge Aurier of the midfield. You always expect him to do something dumb. He can get you from distance. He can hurt you from distance, but he's just as likely to do something dumb.
No, 100% dumb is the perfect word to describe it as well. 100%. Arsenal on the attack here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know who that idiot. Tell me Asu. It's gone out.
He's just as likely to hit a banger as he is to do something dumb.
It's so true. Right. Now Jacko's replenished the beers. I'm just running off to the Jacks and then we can enjoy the game.
Gotcha. No problem. Arsenal
Jack,
sustains.
I always wonder what David's even drinking sometimes, because he's never even drinking anything, and he's got to go to the Jack so often. You feel like next, so
he's got a hidden straw.
Is it the nerves that's getting to him? What do you think?
Could be either that, or he's got some Kool-Aid in the straw, like hidden underneath the hat.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He never goes off camera and sips anything, but he's always got to go to the Jack so often. I haven't had to go once. Just keep getting the refills is what I keep doing.
What do you think of this kid Martinelli, man? You think he's really got anything?
I think he's an exceptional player, but clearly if he's being shut out by Emerson, that either means Emerson is making a turnaround or he's maybe not as good as I thought he was.
Well, let's hope it's both.
maybe the chat, would respond to that because I think that's a good way to put it. Either Emerson's, turned himself around, Emerson's having a good game, or Martinelli
Not all that
is
he's cracked.
maybe
It's
not as good as we
not
all
a
thought he
good
was.
ball through the sun. Arsenal's got possession again. It's at Nketiah.
Patty Higgins saying Troops has probably
All
kicked
right,
the
nice. But
AFTV.
no,
until
going
this
straight
weekend.
into Hugo's arms.
Kit Kat with the shot into Hugo's arms.
Let me nix this spam going on here. Did you get that? Okay, good.
Oh, Shamu's in there secretly. Big up,
How
Shamu.
big up,
Thanks for
Shamu.
watching. Oh.
How's your stream, Jack? Is it choppy right now? Yeah.
I think it just got a bit choppy just because I accidentally went to the chat. I think it just overheated for a second.
I think everybody in Brooklyn is watching this match right now, and it's screwing up the flow.
Fair. My computer, is starting to get a bit mad at me, but it seems like the stream is not too choppy for everybody, which is a good sign, and it's holding strong with the back pass to Højbjerg. Sanchez. Emerson.
I'm back. To answer your question, Jack, I do drink loads. I had Monster today. I've had a can of Coke. I've had about 4 liters of water, my man. I'm always drinking. I always have tins on.
Impressive.
I just have a bad bout. It's like, do you ever hear the expression, like they say it over here, that, always try, never have a pee before you go out, But
I was in what it was for me, Dave, is that when I was in Germany, since they drink such gigantic beers there, is that they all kind of have just really strong bladders. I think a lot of the people there. Oh, but Emerson!
Oh,
Oh my God, that was actually an excellent header. He hit it down into the ground as well.
A beautiful ball in too. Beautiful ball in. Who was that ball from?
Looked like Cavani there. It looked like Cavani about to head it in.
Who put that cross in? Was it Session?
Not sure, to be honest. I don't know. Oh, what? Switch of play? Oh, unlucky. Good idea. Who played that ball? We'll see now. Not Big H.
Big H. Of course.
Of course, Nick. Of course. You should have known, Nick. How dare you? You should have known.
Yeah. It's
put some respect on Harry's name. This is too easy to start on the derby. I've never had such an easy start on the derby in my life.
Some people are saying bring Stevie B on. Would you bring Stevie B on? I think that's not even a bad idea, actually, to be fair, because you do kind of want to start resting players. I did say this. I didn't think we'd be in the position where we do want to think about resting players. Stevie B could tear apart some of this space right now and behind, and I do think that's what they're bringing up. Like Stevie B, this is almost kind of made for him to just turn this into a 4-0, 5-0.
I give it another 10 minutes and then let him turn on some afterburners.
I agree. I'd wait until we maybe get one more, but Lucas would be off the bench first. Look, Steven Bergwijn. I seen Alistair Gold put it out there. He's not training properly. He's kicking up a fuss around the training.
Oh yeah, is that what it? Because I heard you mention something like that, but I hadn't heard anything specifically. Like he's
right. He is kind of on the way out. He is sort of on the way out.
I mean, that's no secret now at this point. We all know he's going. It's just how much is Levy going to try to get?
More just you just don't want to risk Sonny is maybe what I'm thinking. So
yeah.
And Conte referenced it in an interview. He kind of said, look, it's not the same situation as Doherty, where Doherty wasn't in the team and went away and worked on his game and took his chance. Whereas Bergwijn isn't applying himself properly in training, and that's where that's why you're seeing him get a few minutes here and there.
Spurs fan saying 10 minutes, then it's time to bring players off. I kind of agree there. I think that's actually probably a bit more aware and, a bit more hesitant. I like that sort of approach, the Spurs fan. Adrian Chia saying it's going to be a massacre. Come on, you Spurs, Adrian. We were what, Dave? I mean, I think you're probably more, happy for this, but, a few people, were laughing at us, when we said 3-0, 4-0, and a few people even in the chat today were laughing at us when we said 3-0, 4-0.
How many times do I do this?
Dave, I know this is a big cliche, but, who's laughing now?
I mean, Jack, how many times do we do this, though? We say things, and then 6 months down the line, or our time always serves us well.
I don't think we're this quick.
Arsenal fans, when I said it on their channel yesterday, we're going to clip this. Clip me now. Actually, I'm going to text him right now. He knows who he is.
Clip
text him right now. Please clip me. I beg you. Actually, I'm asking you to clip me. That's what I'm going to do.
Come on, see, Decky's going.
Give me the fourth. Come on, Big H.
Oh!
Trying one from about 40 yards out. He's on it today.
He unleashed the power of Philip Brady's hate for Sky Sports with that shot right there. That was absolutely blistering into the top ends.
Big up Laura Woods looking for a shout out. She said, shout out, please, Irish. Big up, Laura. Where are you from, Laura? Let us know. I've never seen the name in the chat before. Robbie Keane's in the house. Big up, Robbie.
Big up,
it's
Robbie.
the real Robbie Keane. That'd be nice. Kulu into Emerson. Emerson out to Sonny. Sonny just toying around with Saka. He's doing exactly what the song says to do. Emerson to Benjamin. He's getting a nickname today. He's been good. To Sessi. To Hoiberg. Ben Tekers. Unleash one. Into Kulu. Back to Emerson. Oh, this is building up lovely here. This is some... Honestly, if Hoiberg... If this goes in the back of the net, it's better than Argentina's goal in the World Cup where they passed it like 30 times. It's gone out to Sonny. Kulu. Back to Emerson. This must be past 100. Into Hoiberg.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
that would have been an unbelievable goal. Jack, who said Hoiberg couldn't pass a football? Look at that.
I hope
was
no
he
one
even
did,
on sides?
Sadly, too many, Dave. But I hope no one. Sadly, too many. That is just a dime from Højbjerg. That is just a dime from Højbjerg.
That was to equal the golden boot. That would have equaled it. Unlucky. Come on, Sonny, keep that up. Let's go again. Let's get number 4.
Another one of those.
Oh, Smith Rowe's coming on to save the day. Get the fans to clap. Idiot. He won't do anything without his paddles. He won't be roaming out the paddles, Jack.
Martinelli off. I mean, I think Nick knows what I mean. Nick, you might be enjoying the champagne tonight, but maybe perhaps, a few Martinellis for the kids tonight, in celebration.
No. That stuff is trash. I wouldn't in my house. Wouldn't have it in my house.
You would take that stuff off the pitch, that bubbly stuff off the pitch.
Hugo Lloris has Martinellis in his cupboard? No. Only the French stuff. Only the French stuff, buddy.
I love it. Aiden Forsyth saying, had a lot of personal stuff going on. Had not been here in a while. Had to pop in now. Loving this and couldn't be prouder of the players and the fans. Come on, you Spurs. Aiden, I'm loving that. And man, I mean, believe me, you can take as long as a break as you need, whatever it takes to get yourself right. Hopefully you feel like maybe this community, and I know this community, can make yourself feel a bit better if things, aren't really going your way, or if you feel like things aren't going the best. I know this community can make yourself feel a lot better, or at least, feel like you have, some people to talk to, or even just a place just to smile, at least for a bit. So I do know you do have this community, but whatever it takes, my man, to get yourself right. I'm glad that you're back. I really do appreciate the donation. And also as well, Aiden, I think we couldn't be prouder of this team because honestly, a lot of people that have gone with some delusional predictions, Aiden, have proven themselves right today. But it's good to see you back, Aiden.
Yeah.
David, anything to say?
Yeah, I just want to say to Aiden, look, we all go through it. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Look, me and Jack go through it. We may be out here on streams and all, but you best believe we all go through stuff, out behind the scenes. And look, I just hope you're all good, my man. I hope you're all good. Hopefully you've come out the other end of it. If not, and you just see, if you want anyone to talk to, feel free to get in contact. The emails, the social medias, my man, and I'll have a conversation with you, no bother. But it is good to see you back. Don't ever have to apologize or explain why anybody's ever took a break from the channel. We get it. Following Tottenham is tough. But you know what, Aiden? It's nights like these that just make you love this club. Absolutely love it. I just have hearts in my eyes right now for Tottenham.
And Aiden, I hope what you're watching right now is actually, making things a little bit better in your world right now, because I know it is for me. And for the last couple of days, I've been in a crap ass mood. And you could just ask my family about that. We've just stayed in separate parts of the house, but I think everything's going to be a lot better if things stay the way they are right now.
Yeah, 100%. Big up, Aiden. Big up. Actually, I want to give a special shout out to Martin Keown. I wonder, do any Spurs players get in your predicted 11 now, you absolute mug? Got no Spurs players in his starting 11 or his predicted 11 for the game. What a mug.
Aiden, if like David said, anyways, if you want to get in contact with us, even if you just want people to chat with, regardless of, just people just to, even banter with, if you want, my man, we got the emails. From the emails, you can give you the WhatsApp and all that good stuff. We also have our Twitters and everything in there if that works better for you, Aiden. But really appreciate support, my man. And it's good to have you back, at least for now, my man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Dark Sun G saying Gooners must be mad at Lego Head for postponing the North London Derby. This is interesting. We wouldn't have had Sonny in this one, Nick. Do you think they had a better chance last time?
Last time, I mean, you got to punch for punch, player for player. You got to say that they would have had a better chance last time. Still no Romero, of course. Romero.
We didn't have Romero, right? We didn't have Romero either. Yeah. But we didn't have Romero for this one.
Oh yeah, and then no Kulu, no Bentoncourt. So I mean, come on. I guess that right there answers that question.
Dark Sun G, I'm just going to say maybe a bit too early, but Arsenal get battered everywhere they go. Arsenal get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Come on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Arsenal get battered everywhere they go. Arsenal get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go.
I'm down if you want to sign us up. Just hit me up with the contract, baby.
Especially David's vocals, I must say. But Dark Sun G, Lego Head, like I said, he can't even see straight. But big up, Dark Sun G.
Big up, my man. Absolutely love it. Everyone, I know everyone's dancing around their sitting rooms right now, singing that now. In fact, Dermot's probably got, the wife, the son, and everything. He's probably performing the conga around the Liverpool to that, around the living room to that right now.
I've been seeing some people say this, and I think I saw Amir Sardar say this as well, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm loving Angel Dave also saying this. He's saying, David, Jack, what's this funny little green thing next to my name? Pass the gravy, boys. Potato FC are getting smashed.
Angel,
I honestly love that because, Dave, it's a huge plug for the membership, everybody. If you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the watch-alongs, you enjoy the discussion panels that we put on, also the tactical breakdowns that we'll hit with you tomorrow, everything, so much different content that I think at this stage practically daily on the channel. If you guys enjoy all that, feel free to throw in the membership because the super chats we know really do help support the channel. But the memberships, if that's, is really the best way to support the channel, because that way we know that you guys like the Irish Hotspur. We know that you guys enjoy the content. And so it'd be good to see plenty of you guys get that membership, just like Angel did today, and plenty of others have. But Angel, love that comment, my man.
And Jack, just because he got a membership today, I'm going to give him a little song. You're my angel. You're my darling angel. Come on.
So what do you guys
think? Big up, Mr. Matos.
What do you guys think of the way Arsenal's sitting back right now? Because it looks to me like they've really gotten.
I think they're trying to avoid the 4-0 predictions that David, came out today. I think they heard the 4-0 predictions, Nick. I think that's what they're trying to avoid here.
It definitely looks like damage control right now. They're hoping to get away on the break, but they're uncompact, even though they're trying to sit back.
We just beat them into submission. If there's any moment where you see teams, BKH on the ball. Kulu. No, blocked, kicked out. Back to Tottenham Hotspur to build again. Thank you very much. No, it's not. It's Kit Kat.
No, Kit Kat.
That's running down the pitch.
Kill him, Kit Kat. Kill him, Sanchez. Kill him.
Sanchez,
why are you letting him cut in? Why are you letting him cut in? What's going on here, Sanchez?
But what were we talking about?
Oh, Kulu showed him, sir.
Whoa.
Sir, the weight room, ref.
Jack, being nice to
referee. That was a weight room moment there. That was a weight room moment there. I don't think the referee appreciated Kulu's weight room, Dave.
I love it. I can't remember what we were talking about now.
People in the chat saying they're seeing Stevie B and Lucas warming up. Which makes sense at 70th minute.
I know Paul Tierney, Dark Sun G. I know Paul Tierney's had a good game today, but Dark Sun G, honestly, Kulu showed him the weight room there. He's got to respect that Kulu's put in the work, outside of the training ground, unlike Kit Kat there, and he's honored Kit Kat, and he's got to give that to Kulu.
We got to defend this. Stay on.
Emerson, back post.
All right. Who do you guys take off right now?
I'll probably take off Kane, and it's hard to take Kane off.
Kane and Son. I take them off.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And I mean, do you take Son off since he's
Yes.
chasing goals right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know
Yeah.
what though? Like,
We're so buried. No, we're so thin. We're
here we go.
so thin.
Yeah,
Number
yeah, you're
two.
right. So do you take Kulu off?
But
If
they're
you do,
not
you
going
look
to. They're going to take Kulu off. I
Kulu
know he's
off.
going to take
Oh, they
Kulu
take
off.
Son off.
By the looks of it, Bergwijn is on for Sun, and yep, Lucas is on for Kulu. So Kane is staying on.
Yeah. They need that focal point. Son looks dejected. He wants that. He wants that other goal. You can feel it. It's Conte's going to have to put an arm around Sonny. Big up, Sonny. Well done, kid.
Yeah, nah, man, we need him. If this scoreline stays, well done, buddy.
Oh, Sonny's not happy. Hoiberg having a word with him. Sonny
Yo,
showing his displeasure.
we
Well
need him
done,
fit and
Kulu.
firing for Sunday, man. There's no question.
I think he wants to get more, Dave. I think he wants to get more. And to be honest, I'm actually happy to
I
see
feel
that.
for Sonny, actually. I actually feel
Yeah.
for Sonny. He
I
really
feel for
wants
him
that
because
goal.
I think Dave. I think I said this right. I think Kane should be taken off at the same time.
Yeah.
To be honest, leave Kulu on. To be honest, leave Kulu on. If anything, leave Kulu on.
You're playing with fire there, boy.
100%. Look, Conte's going to have to do a bit of damage control there with Sonny. He wasn't happy. Hoiberg even had to come across and have a word. Like, look, now's not the time to show you displeasure.
Yeah. And to be fair, Dave, Sonny's the happiest man on the planet. So anytime he shows displeasure, he's probably really means it. So
yeah. No,
I don't
look,
think there's much to read into it apart from the fact that in this moment he's really not, liking that decision. I don't think there's much to read into it, outside of today. But it's good to see that he has that competitive edge and probably that, feeling that he wants to score more.
Yeah. No,
Bellini's
look,
calming him down here.
I get it. 100%. I get it. Yeah. He's pissed off. I feel for him. I really do feel for him. I actually want him to get it. I want him to get it. He's probably thinking, look, why couldn't you take off Kane? And I get it. I get it. But like, look.
Well, he had the chance. He has the chance. Maybe is it because Kane's on a hat trick, or is it because we just don't have that backup striker? Because we don't have that backup striker.
Whatever one was going to come off was going to be unhappy. Kane would want the hat trick. Some wants the golden boot. So whatever one was going to come off was going to be pissed off regardless.
That's why I think you take them both off at the same time if you're going to.
Yeah, but you got to. Oh, I just think it's too dangerous to take them both off. You need one of the two of them, not only just for what they bring on the pitch, but just for leadership. Yeah, I think it's a little too loose, especially in attack. You got to take both of them off and put Lucas and Bergwijn to run the attack. It's just a little bit too dangerous for me.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Nick, and I think you're going to be more right than the point I'm about to make. But the feeling that I'm getting is this is a North London derby. So if you do put on Lucas and Bergwijn and maybe someone else for those two, if it were a different game, I'd agree with you. But the fact that it's this game in particular, you would feel like the players that are coming on know the occasion. They know they have to focus up. They know they have to give their best. I figured they could get away with that for 16 minutes. But Gabriel,
this could be significant for their. They've been rating this guy, and
he's a good defender. He is a good defender.
Why is he staying on? No, it looks like he's coming off. Who's this idiot coming on?
Tavares.
Oh, even better. Even better. The day's going to get even better.
Looks like he had an earring on for a second.
This is a gift from Mikel Arteta. He's crap. Gabriel's season could be over here. It could be huge in the last.
No, he's walking. He's walking clean off. I think
it still could be something. Still could be something.
Hopefully,
Dave. I see. No offense, Dave. No offense. I see Jordi Alba do this every single time they play Bayern Munich. Barcelona, he does this. He's back the next week. I think that's what Gabriel is doing, Dave. I think Gabriel is, showing his true colors. I don't think he likes these North London derbies by the looks of it.
Do you think he's looking for a way out, Jack?
I think if people on flatcapeurotalk know what I mean, is every single time Jordi Alba comes up against Bayern Munich, he pulls himself off after 30 minutes. So that's all I would say. That's what he's pulling here.
Ribsy with the super chat.
Ribsy saying, imagine supporting, just a sec, Ribsy, sorry. Just said update. Imagine supporting some club in Woolwich while living in North London. Nonsense. They're crying out for help. We wearing red. Poor buggers. Big up Ribsy, my man, and really, really generous. But Ribsy, they're not even actually North Londoners. In fact, they're probably paying rent to Daniel Levy because, at least at the end of the day, Dave, even Daniel Levy's a real North Londoner. So he's probably thinking like, oh, this new team's moved into town, about, close to half a decade ago. He's probably paying rent to, some Spurs fans, the Woolwich supporters. So that's what I would say, Ribsy. Maybe not to Daniel Levy, but at least to some Spurs fans, because we were here first, Ribsy. And as well, I think people even say, Dave, they're not even London team. They're almost as far as Kent, which is actually outside of London as well, Dave. So they're not even a South London club. They're almost outside of London, in fact. And they're just playing a temporary residency in North London.
No, they are. Look, at the end of the day, Jack, down south, they weren't like, they were banished, so they came crawling up north and they're like, please, can we have a home here? Look, at the end of the day, they should be thanking us. I've said this many a times, we gave them a home. We didn't leave them homeless. Their football club wouldn't exist without us letting them, letting them rent off us, Jack. So, and look, it's bad when they have to, make their jerseys bright red to make themselves being seen because of that crap.
Big up, Ribsy. Really appreciate support, my man. And honestly, Ribsy, if you ever feel like getting back on, for fan cams and fan shows and stuff like that, at least if you want to even send in a fan cam, feel free to get in touch with us, Ribsy. Really appreciate support, my man.
Yeah, big on Ribsy. Good to see you in the building, brother. Good to see you.
Dark Sun G saying no, Gabriel and Holding for Newcastle and Spurs. Or Newcastle, top four is ours, is what he said.
And if Gabriel's out.
If White is still out too, then they got big problems.
Gabriel, if he's out, huge problems.
Yeah.
Huge problems.
But definitely a buildup of attack from Arsenal here over the last 5 minutes.
They can have it. Game's over, Nick. Game's over, my man.
No, I want one more goal from us, man. I'm not gonna.
Let's be honest. All right. Take off everybody's bias cap. Is this worse than the one at the toilet bowl in the beginning of the season under
of course it is. We beat them into submission. We beat them into surrender, Jack. It's way worse.
Yeah, but what if they pull a goal back? Could it be kind of similar, in the feeling of it? Yeah, if it ends up 3-0, it'd be a lot worse. Even on the score line, it'd be a lot worse by the look of it.
You got to credit Tottenham. I mean, no Romero coming into this game was a huge blow. Huge blow. They haven't even threatened us.
Yeah.
Even threatened us.
I mean, I got to say, without trying to be biased, which is impossible, but no, this is worse. This is worse because that was at the beginning of the year. They're supposed to be a well-oiled machine now that knows how to grind out a match, knows how to get that win. BS is what I say to that.
Out loud, Dave is saying Newcastle Brown Ale. Anyone? To be honest, out loud, Dave, I actually know where to find that. I'm not a big fan of it, but if that's what the outlet is drinking tonight, might pop over to the bodega and maybe get
come on, Emerson, get that ball. No. Hugo. Now we got to put some pressure on them, man. We can't let them get any shots. I want a clean sheet, man. I don't want them.
I do
want to conserve energy for Sunday. I think that's what we're trying to do now. Just conserve. Don't have to go all out.
Don't press too hard. Yeah.
I
didn't even know lack of threat. He's lack of threat when I didn't even know he was on.
It's so true. Didn't even know he was on. But the outlet, I love that. Every one of you guys that are watching right now, you have to get yourself some Newcastle ale for Monday night. You've got to. That's brilliant. That's hilarious. Kane, look at that. He's just scanning the pitch, honestly.
I actually like what Tan Hallen has said here. But I know this is completely off topic, but I've never thought about Kasper Dolberg. He's actually a backup to Kane. I've never thought about him. I forgot about him, and he is good on his day. He actually is good.
It's consistency with him, though, Stevie B.
It is a big consistency issue with him. It is a huge consistency issue.
I'm talking with it back high up the pitch. Stevie B. Emerson.
Put a cross
good ball.
Emerson says.
Someone hit it.
Stevie B says.
Showing the techers. Poking.
Penalty. No, doesn't give it. Of course he's not. He's not
going to kick.
What's the Arsenal player doing? Honestly, why is he hugging him for? Kane asking the question. What's going on here? Kane's asking the question. Is he looking for a handball there?
It's Lucas's hand. Yeah, it's Lucas's hand.
I like the way Kane's asking the question, though.
Mhm.
It's good. Ben
No,
Davies coming
absolutely.
off. Who's coming on? Look, probably Joe Roden. Well done,
Yeah,
Davies.
yeah.
Well done, Benjamin. Well done, Benji. Go and have your Cuban cigar now. You can sit back, relax.
Joe Rodon, holy shit.
I was speaking to a guy on the pre-match pump-up, Liam. He'd be absolutely buzzing, so he will. He was calling for Roden.
He exists.
this is how you know they've been betting to surrender. A guy's making his first appearance in like a year.
Holy crap, Davey, he exists. To be fair, I felt this way with Sassignon at one stage.
I'd love if he came on and just left one-on-one the Arsenal players.
7 months ago,
that
I
would
felt
be-
that way with
that would be
Sassignon. I
gorgeous.
felt that way with Sassignon. I didn't feel like Sassignon existed at one stage.
The Roden's back. Return of the Roden. Hopefully he turns into a rodent. Honestly, I feel like getting out my Cuban. It's ridiculous. It's too easy. I mean, I knew there was no fear factor coming into it. I knew there was a reason why. This is the most unnerving North London derby I've ever experienced in my lifetime. Rams.
I actually can't wait. Hopefully, we do get Northside on, Dave, because I actually can't wait because that question. No, but that question that was asked about, the new contract, to be very funny to say, like, he's got the new contract. I believe this is the first game after the new contract, right? Because he didn't get the new contract before the Leeds game. He did, right? You didn't get the new contract before the Leeds game. Is that right?
No. I think you're right. This is the first game match.
So this is his first game after the new contract. So this is how, I don't know, Dave, do you put it this way? Like christened, this is how he's christened the new contract.
Christened with a loss in the NLT. Hey, I'm just looking at JG's comment here. No Wink sub. So right, it's impossible for us to see Winks now, right?
Good.
Because all 3 subs have been made, right?
I don't want to see him. He just ruined my North London derby
experience. I know. Fantastic. And you get to see the myth that is Joe Roden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bentancur, lovely. Højbjerg, lovely.
Hey, Lucas. He wants the hat trick. He really wants it. Big time. Arsenal looking to break out here. Slows it down. Some idiot on the ball trying to run at us. That was lovely taken out the air by Bentancur. That was just exquisite.
Yeah, that was.
It's beautiful. Yeah, no, I'm actually glad. Huh?
Vika saying a much better nickname, to be honest. Even though Lack of Threat is good. Crap is that?
That is good. That is good.
I love that. That's good. That is good.
Carl Simpson saying Winks was probably sitting there thinking, "No, I'm definitely next. Hold on, why is Joe Rodon spinning
He was probably stripped down and everything and come to start out doing like, "What are you doing?"
Sit back down.
Yeah. He's standing in the aisle. He was standing in the aisle, stripped down.
Can't believe you thought you were coming on.
Oh, jeez.
He's probably one of them that stretches in front of the gaffer to try and make it look like he's ready.
Try to draw attention. Yeah.
Right in front of the gaffer, doing the quads, stretching the groin. I'm ready, gaffer. Oh, he's such a brown noser.
I actually hope that. Oh, that's beautiful to see.
Oh, they're in full voice. They're in full voice. Oh, Jack.
I actually hope there's a certain challenge that happens near maybe the technical area of maybe a certain Lego man, and Højbjerg is that certain one making that certain challenge, and maybe something happens again. That's what I hope.
That would be beautiful.
Will they stand up? And will even the Lego man do anything is the real question.
Yeah, 100%. And just actually,
yellow card for the rowboat.
Oh, lovely. He told you, Jack, he's up a creek without a paddle. He's brilliant. Emma Smith can't row. But everybody, we will have a surprise guest there. If he's a man of his word, we placed the bet. He said he'd be on, win or lose. We will have Northside LDM back as long as he wants to come back on. He said he'd be here if we lost.
Or maybe, Dave, you could get on whoever you were on the other day. And they were very, very kind to have you on such a big and, very nice
Arsenal
channel. I watched that show that you have the other day. No, another Arsenal channel. Maybe they might come on here. Who knows?
Arsenal Lounge, look, we maybe get them on both at the same time, Jack. Have a what would you call it? I wouldn't call it an expose. Well, for us, it'd be an expose.
Knowing Northside though, Dave, I think knowing Northside, he probably kind of saw this coming before they did, though. Actually, to be fair, because like I don't even know if Northside has much to really apologize for. He could, if he's watching, he could probably clip me saying that because I actually believe that. I don't even know if he has much to apologize for because he wasn't really a big raider of Arteta, and he didn't. He kind of saw this coming, if you to be honest.
Yeah, well,
He didn't even put up much of a fight when we did our 11, Dave.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I really want the fort. I really do want the fort because I want to text him and say, "Clip me, please." I really want the fort so badly. I'll take 3. I'll settle for 3. I was in the right ballpark, but I'd love the fort just for my score prediction.
Just with the touch of a Lego man.
Oh, you're up there with a last-minute header. Sort me a Moondog right out.
Kermalok saying to Sue Smith, I rang my mate who supports Gooners, did not answer. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of static tonight, Mick. It's going to be a lot of static tonight, my man.
It's nearly singing time. Nearly singing time.
Mick, just to be sure, might have to check up with the telephone company, make sure the towers aren't down or anything, just to make sure, Mick, because that's the excuse they're probably going to make, and you might as well just make sure that that excuse doesn't apply.
Come on,
Lucas.
Oh, come on, Lucas.
Another card. That's another card. I need him off.
The tin of deodorant. Odegaard receives a yellow.
Lacazette is like asking for the ref to be quicker here. It's like, what does he want the game to be over sooner? He wants the game to be over sooner, Dave.
He's asking for mercy, Jack. That's what he's doing. He's begging for mercy. Please don't book him. Come on, get me the fort. I'll be an internet
putting on the
sensation
techers today.
I will. I'll be an internet sensation if we get the fort. Come on, get it. Begging you. No, Dyer, please go forward. 3-0 up, please. I want the fort. Turn says, go forward. This is beautiful times. These are the days you're just glad to be alive, aren't you? You just have days like this. It's just it's beautiful. Everything is beautiful. BKH doesn't want the hat trick. He's clowning around out there. Emerson. Lucas. Oh, go on, Lucas.
Lucas has been good since he's come on, though, I will say. He's been good.
And then he does that. Well done. Wins a free.
If you were in the stadium right now watching the skill show that he's putting on, you'd be loving it. You'd be loving it.
Right.
Feels a bit like Wayne Rooney Street Striker. Come on, get me the fort, please. I beg you.
That's, to be honest, if Lucas were to go this summer, this is probably why we should go after someone like St. Maximin for that reason, just to bring him on in these minutes. Make the 3-0 that much more special. Just
what do you guys think about this Sterling nonsense?
I don't want them so overrated.
Yeah.
To be honest, this is actually why we should go after that Kavicha guy for that reason, even though he's going to Napoli, because he could just be put on for these minutes.
He can't win for goal.
But Darks on G here saying Gooners were so confident after beating a dead Man U and West Ham that gassed out. Now that they faced a proper team, they are really crap. Martinelli,
Jeez, their away section's fair empty there, Jack. Look, it's empty.
Oh, wow.
89 minutes and it's empty. Look at that. And it just goes to your old saying, every Gooner is a runner. Every Gunner is a runner. Look, it's
Did they even show up, Dave?
We bet them into. That's how you bet them into submission. They're sitting there looking at each other in 80 minutes, and it's like takes 12 minutes to get to the Seven Sisters. It's a long walk. We head now. Yeah, let's go. It's embarrassing. They've embarrassed themselves by leaving early. Really embarrassed themselves.
Wow.
Xhaka, one more.
A yellow card as
Still
well.
time for him to get red. Still time. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? That would be brilliant.
But Darks on G, I mean, to be fair, I was getting a bit nervous because the rest of the Premier League weren't doing us any favors, Darks on G. They weren't willing to give the Scum a good game, and it was really pissing me off because it was starting to make me question whether the Scum were actually playing well. because with Chelsea, you just knew they just gave them a result. With Man United, you were like, Man United clearly are that bad. But Man United actually gave them a game, which then kind of makes you think now with hindsight that maybe Arsenal are that bad because Man United actually gave them a game. And Man United doesn't give anyone a game. They can't even give Brighton a game. And at least we even gave Brighton a game despite losing when you look at it that way, Dark Sun G. And as well, in the case of Leeds, I mean, I don't know. Like, I wanted to back Jesse Marsh, but at the same time on my channel, I predicted him, getting them relegated. So I don't know what to tell you, my man. Martinelli, I mean, all I know is, the soft drink or the bubbly drink. I'm not sure about the left winger, Dark Sun G. You're going to have to tell me more about it, my man. Big up.
Big up, Dark Sun G. Now I'm going to ask all 200 of you people out there for the last 10, 15 seconds, enter a rendition of, when the Spurs go marching in, let's sing the boys home. So I'll take it away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, when
When
the
the
Spurs
Spurs
go
go marching in.
marching.
Oh,
Oh, when
when
the
the Spurs
Spurs
go
Go
marching
marching
in.
I
in.
wanna
Wanna
Be
be
in
in
that
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 number.
number.
oh, when the
Oh,
When the
when
Spurs
the
Spurs
go
Spurs
go
go
marching. Oh, when the Spurs
marching in.
when the Spurs
Go marching in.
go
when the
marching in.
Spurs. Come on.
Oh,
Come
when the
on.
Spurs go marching
You see
in,
Emerson
I
pulling a
wanna
little bit of
be
Brazilian there on the
in
floor.
that
Okay? You're
number.
wasting
Oh,
time.
when the Spurs go marching in, oh, when the Spurs.
Go marching in. Come on, Antonio.
Come on,
Let's fist bump in the crowd.
Antonio.
Oh, Antonio.
Okay, it actually feels
Antonio.
it feels fantastic to get the 3-0
Antonio.
done. The 3-0
Unbelievable.
prediction done perfectly. Dark Sun G, I got it right. I think you went for more Dark Sun G, but I did get the 3-0. I wanted you to be right, my man, but the 3-0 works for me. Mark Benjamin saying Goons got as many cards as they do shots on target. You love to see it.
I love that. I absolutely love it. Mark.
Okay,
Arsenal get back
Antonio giving it to
Batter
Sonny, man.
everywhere they go.
Arsenal get
Arsenal
back
get batter
everywhere they
everywhere they go.
go. Everywhere
Everywhere
they
they
go.
go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, I'm buzzing. Absolutely buzzing.
Oh, the
Woo!
irony.
Everybody in the chat's blown up. Everybody in the chat blown up. But post-match thoughts. I don't know, Nick. I think if you were really bigging up this team and you were really expecting this result, then you're probably quite satisfied. If you were pretending like a lot of people, to be honest, with the result, then you're probably quite rejuvenated. Seeing them actually come through. What are your thoughts after this? What are your thoughts with top four? Just take this anywhere you want to go.
I just saw, what it showed to me is what I'll take the word from Jose. It's the mentality. It's the mentality of one team versus the mentality of another team. Now we've been slipping, over the last couple of months. I don't want to talk about the double B failure games, but it's the resilience that Conte is instilling into this team. And if you take a knock where we fix what the problems are, and you go out and you win that next game, and then you win the game after that. And that's what's going on right here. Arteta, whatever he's doing with Arsenal right now, he gets credit. He's got some talent that he's bringing up through the ranks. So you get credit for that. We gave credit to Poch for that, but people talk about, do Spurs deserve top four? Do they deserve it? I mean, Arsenal, certainly that team has gotten lucky, and they don't deserve a Champions League spot. That's not a Champions League team. And I don't give a F what other people say. With the quality that we have on our first 11 right now, that is a Champions League team. That's a team that should be playing in the Champions League.
Yes.
What they don't have is the backup for it. This is we know this straight up. Even with our weakest points in our starting 11 can do a job when they have the quality around them and they have the rest, et cetera, et cetera. What this instills confidence in me, is what it does, man. Look, I put this up just before the match started. I don't know if you could see that.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
So
Look at
that's
that.
flying over Brooklyn right now.
Lovely Brooklyn air. Look at that. That's just high and proud. Yeah, I
Uh,
love that, Nick. I love that.
there you go. That was my prayer to the Almighty.
I love that.
And you know what? The Almighty answered.
Tell us. Give it to me.
No, that was my prayer to the Almighty, putting that up earlier
The
today.
Almighty answer, Dave.
And
What
the
do you mean,
Almighty
Dave?
answered right back. Yeah.
What do you
Oh,
expect else to be
I thought he
happening,
was
Dave? What do
asking
you
us,
think? Lightning's going to strike? We just got 3-0, Dave. What else do you
no,
think is
I
going to
thought he
happen?
said, do you know that? Do you know what the mighty answered instead of the mighty answered?
Yes, the Almighty answered with the dripping irony of a 3-0 defeat to the Scum. They beat us 3-1. We're one up on the fixtures for this year against them.
Yeah.
Love
So
that.
not only is it a loss, take that. Take that.
Yeah.
And to Rob Holding, right from Brooklyn to you, hold this, buddy.
Love it. I love it. And look, for me, I'm just nothing but proud of the boys. Super proud
Yeah.
of the boys. Look, there was immense pressure coming into this game with the blow of Romero, going out before this game. And look, I'm just absolutely buzzing. I mean, Harry Kane stood up and be counted there. I've said, and actually, do you know what? I tweeted him, Jack. Maybe that was what it was. I tweeted him my score prediction. I said, Harry, please make it happen. And he tried his best. Maybe he got the tweet and he listened to me. But look, this is what being a Spurs fan is all about. It's redemption. Look, we've both been on an even kill, did this season for the first time in a long time. And, I've how do I say it? Like, we've been on an even kill, and this just proves to me that we're going in a better direction, a hell of a lot of better direction than Arsenal. Look, Arteta is not the guy. Antonio Conte is the man
Absolutely.
to take us forward, and we've got to back him. Look, we've turned a more or less a 5-goal deficit around. That's how much we've improved from the 3-1 at the toilet
We're
bowl.
not winning on goal difference anymore in this table. I'll
No,
tell you that,
but to do
Davey.
3-0
We're
today.
not winning
No,
anymore
but
on
to
goal
do
difference.
3-0 today, like, that's a 5-goal swing. That's how good we are. Look, Sanchez coming in. He's even had a good game. We weren't rocky at the back whatsoever. 3-0 and a clean sheet. Stadium is absolutely rocking. I'm absolutely buzzing. Every Spurs fan out there should crack open the tins. Stone
Yes.
Cold Steve Austin, like, crushed them together down the hatch while you're listening
Yes.
to Arsenal get battered
Battered
everywhere they
everywhere
go.
they go.
Come on.
Arsenal get battered everywhere they go. And Dark Sun G Dave saying Gooners ran from Sanchez, and when they faced him again, they lost terribly. Roy outplayed 10 times better than Tomiyasu. Whoa! Kulu played 5 times better than Saka. That's
Mhm.
I actually saw as well light work. You give a lot to the channel, my man, and you support the channel a lot. But I saw at one stage you were saying Hoiberg needed a red card. You were saying at one stage, Emerson's been shocking. Light work. I feel like you're maybe really nervous or something because I thought Emerson had a fantastic game. I'm gonna be honest. In fact, that right hand side was so quiet. I actually forgot Martinelli was even on the pitch. At some stage, and even it went so far that someone even put in the comments that is Martinelli even that rated? It felt like people even were putting Martinelli in their combined 11 over Bukayo Saka. I mean, that's what the Scum fans were doing. They rated Martinelli that high, but apparently Emerson, a defender that some people as Spurs fans don't even rate as a defender, somehow made that guy look useless, Dark Sunji. So I don't know what to tell you. Kulu, I'm not that surprised, is 5 times better than Saka. I mean, he's had less than half a season to play with, and he's already equaling his numbers with less than half the season. He's getting already way too close to what Saka's produced over a whole season. So that just tells you enough as it is. With Sanchez, they ran away from Sanchez. I couldn't even imagine what it would have been like under Romero. But Dark Sun G, it was good to be back in Sanchez at the beginning of this game. I didn't want to read into it too much. Didn't want to, just think that Sanchez was going to ruin this game. And honestly, that right hand side between Emerson and Sanchez was quieter than I honestly think than the left hand side was for us, which is just a shocker. Maybe also just shows how shit Arsenal are, to be fair as well, Dark Sun G. But big up, my man. Rob Coinson, Choir Boy Davey. You still got it. Dyer, Ben, Son, Emerson, Kane. But the two boys in the center mids were outstanding. My man of the matches are Pierre and the Olays. in the 57th minute. I love it. And Cudi Romero didn't even play. Come on, the Toon Army next. Big up, Rob Coyne. So much to dissect here, so I might break it down here. Dave, he's actually, despite all of the brilliant performances from other players, he's given it to the two center mids today. What are your thoughts on that?
Thought they were outstanding, Jack. I think they won the midfield battle all game long, in my opinion. Look, I
Yeah.
did say whoever would win the midfield battle 9 times out of 10, you usually go on and win the game. I thought they were outstanding in terms of Højbjerg and Bentancur. Do you remember any times they lost the ball?
Yeah.
I don't.
No.
Nothing stands out in mind. I don't remember any times they gave away the ball. And Rob Coyne's actually exactly spot on.
I think
they
there was
got
a bad pass from Bentancur, and that was about it.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. But like they got around the pitch, got the tackles in, got the job done, no fuss. Absolutely unbelievable work from the two of them. I thought they were absolutely outstanding. Bentancur was elegant on the ball. Højbjerg with a great pass intercession on that time where Sonny missed. Could have been 4-0. I mean, outstanding. For the whole team, 1 to 11, everybody was outstanding.
That's what I was thinking. Can you think of anybody who do you think didn't have that good of a game? Because it seemed the whole team was playing with intensity. Every single person was playing with intensity out there.
Yeah.
Just quickly, though, why Rob has reminded us about the man of the match. Who are we putting up for man of the match?
Yeah.
Into the board?
I could put it in right now since I'm already over here.
I'll do it there, Jack. I'm on it.
I'm there too, Dave. I'm already writing it.
Okay. You can
You do it, Dave. Yeah, you do it. So
Kane,
Pierre, I think you throw Pierre in there since Rob has already put him in there. Might as well. I mean, do we want to establish, did Bentancur have a better game than Pierre? Did Pierre have a better game than Bentancur? Does it really matter?
man.
It's tough to say. I think Pierre deserves it because, he's getting a lot of slack after the last game. We'll just give it to Pierre. I know the bias is here, but I mean, I don't really give a shit because, he's right here, sitting right beside me, everybody. So Pierre.
We put Sonny in there?
Oh, yeah. Sonny and Kane getting there.
Did you see this from D-Trex, Kane?
I'm sitting at the top of the chat in case I don't lose anything.
Big up, D-Trex. 1 second, we'll sort out the man of the match and then we'll get to what's going on. 4 option, who we going?
Give it to somebody in the defense, perhaps? Ben Davies? Dyer? Sanchez? Which one was the best? Emerson had a good game. Emerson had a good game. In fact, I don't know if I'm being crazy here, but Nick, call me crazy here. Hit me with the electric shock. I actually thought yet again Emerson had a better game than Sessegnon. Yet again.
I'd say so. Because he looked solid on the ball. You didn't think that he was going to lose it.
He had some good crosses as
well.
Yeah,
he had a couple too that were right into the
for Emerson
of a defender. Yeah, good for Emerson. Yeah, to be fair though, Hugo had a very good game too. I mean, he wasn't tested massively, but he was on top of every single thing that came in front of him.
Didn't make any deflection look scary like the last time. That's a good point. There were a lot of deflections headed towards his direction that didn't wrong foot him. That's a good point. Dave, I mean, any thoughts on that fourth that we're missing? Emerson, Sessegnon, someone in the back four or someone in the back three?
I think we'd throw Emerson in there. I think he had a very good game down that right-hand side. Look, people may say he got being biased, but I actually thought he was. I thought he had a very good game. So your options are Kane, Højbjerg, Son, Emerson, guys. Get the votes in. Let me know who you think is your man of the match. Everybody, the poll is up. And Nick, what was D-Trex Kane saying?
No. He put a post on your WhatsApp family of this picture, which I think says a lot. Look at my screen.
That's absolutely quality. That is quality. That is absolutely brilliant. Big up, D-Trex. Big up, my man. But Rob Coyne, I mean, I couldn't agree more with your brother. I think, the midfield were absolutely outstanding, my man. Absolutely outstanding.
Especially with the test that they had in there. I mean, Odegaard has been exceptional this season, Rob. There are a lot of players in that midfield that have been pulling the strings. I mean, there are players, Rob, as well, that like El Neni and Xhaka that they wanted to put in their combined 11. So they were rating them that high, Rob. So I actually think you're spot on by putting them in the man of the match category, because if the scum decide to rate them that highly, then if they looked that non-existent and that useless, then I guess that's just credit to Pierre and Bentancur, Rob. But big yourself up, my man. Really appreciate support, and it's really generous as well, Rob. Really appreciate it, my man. You really do help the channel a lot. Sheriff or Sharith, and I believe he's from Norway as well. So the Norway army is strong. Saying, "Come on, you Spurs! What a night and what a show, guys!" Sharith,
Wow.
really appreciate it, and you and Daniel Larson, as well as Elias. I know if he's still watching these days, really appreciate you all because not only have you gotten my Hoiberg pronunciation at least a bit better, you also really do support the Spurs because I must say, Dave, I actually know, in fact, I can name over 10 people that are from Norway that are Spurs fans. So there
Yeah.
seems to be a huge Spurs contingent out there for some reason. So I
Stefan
think they're a
Everson,
lot
was he Norway?
stronger.
Stefan Everson, was he from Norway? Stefan Iverson,
Not
Everson?
even like Spurs players or like anything. It's just like people that I know that are Norwegian that in fact sports support Spurs. Even if I don't know them, like a few celebrities that are Norwegian support Spurs and stuff, Dave. So it's pretty crazy. I'm not kidding.
No, it definitely is. But I think we've had a few Norwegian Spurs players down the year. I think that's where the support
Mm,
comes from.
there you
It's
are.
great to
There you
see.
are.
It's
But
great to see that.
Sharith, really appreciate
Eric
it, my man.
Korkfeldt, Stefan Iverson, Leonardson, all Norwegian Spurs players, and that's probably where the support comes from, I'm guessing. But big up everyone from Norway. Big yourselves up, guys.
Big up, Sharif. Really appreciate support, my man. Dark Sun G saying Bentancur played better than Chaka and Odegaard with 1 assist. I mean, I think he already was going to be playing better by the moment he came on the field, Dark Sun G. You just look at his haircut, look at, just kind of the cut of his jib. Everything just makes him look a lot better than those two, to be fair, Dark Sun G. I know you're pointing out, a good talking point, but it's not a big surprise if you ask me. Bentancur just looks miles above them in every single way. But big up, Dark Sun G. Daniel Larson saying, easy. Sky Sports are crying. Wing back, amazing. Absolutely love it. Pierre is the man of the match for me. Love him so much. We are twice the team they are. Come on, you Spurs. Nick, I was a bit kind of distracted for this game, so I will be honest. Despite me having probably the most biased Hoiberg goggles alongside Ellie in the world, I didn't notice this Pierre man of the match performance, but there
You
are
know
two
what, man?
people
I like.
who have already called this out. So, explain
Yeah,
that.
I was noticing actually, particularly during the first half, he was all over he was sticking to everybody like white on rice, and he
Setting the
put in the
tone.
afterburners a number of times to chase down the ball and to turn over possession. So I think that's what people are linking
Okay.
up to, because he
Okay.
was very much the destroyer role is what he was showing.
No,
Good. All right.
Højbjerg had a
Yeah.
good game. Don't forget he made
Yeah.
that run in behind as well. That time,
Yeah, and he was getting forward. He put in a couple of questionable crosses in.
I do remember one of them. I
Yeah,
remember one of them.
but he was
Yeah.
getting up. He was getting up front too. So
he got stuck in. He got
yeah,
stuck in the first half. I remember him leaving one on. I think it was Granit Xhaka or one of the midfielders. He did get stuck in. Højbjerg got a decent game. The both of them did. We don't. You very rarely remember them losing the ball. It was just easy going for them. Actually, it was very easy for the two of them.
Big up, Daniel. And honestly, Hoiberg man of the match. I mean, I don't even bat an eye at that. Most of the time, I give it to him when he doesn't even deserve it, to be honest, Daniel. So it seems like this time he even deserved it, which makes my night even better, Daniel. Really appreciate it. And big yourself up, my man. And can't wait to talk to him as well for the fan show. Love talking to Daniel. Ribsy85 saying, they ran away and hid before this fixture the first time. We can see why now. Absolutely embarrassing. They can never recover from this. They abused a system designed to help the teams in a pandemic. They were punished.
yeah,
Ribsy,
yeah.
before I get
It's
to
a
them
shame.
here, that is the part I want to emphasize, maybe before they do. This is something I've said before, actually, at one stage, and I don't think I said it recently, but I said it when it actually happened, when we did have a stream about this on the North London Derby. I did say that they made a new wave in the pandemic, one that probably wasn't as deadly, but one that was a lot more contagious. People were picking up COVID all of a sudden again, just when we thought the pandemic was reaching a close. A new wave hit and people were getting hit left and right, and it was a bit scary, actually, to be honest, because we didn't really know like how strong the new wave was or the new strain was. We just didn't really have a lot of information at the time, and it was one of those situations where, despite your football agenda, despite you maybe how competitive you are, you don't take advantage of things like that because there are people's lives on the line. These are serious situations, and they decided, Ribsy, to use the pandemic. They decided to use COVID as an excuse to run away from a result that they knew was going to happen. They probably knew the 3-0 was going to happen this time or last time. They didn't think it was going to happen this time. But seriously, it is kind of disrespectful, Ripsy, to all the people that have been affected seriously and very intensely by COVID, because there are people like Lego Man and that disgusting football club that decided to use a pandemic as an excuse to run away from a football match. And when you put it in those terms, to use a pandemic to run away from a football match, it really sounds quite disgusting. And maybe I'll get to David here on the rest of this, but I don't know, Dave. They're runners.
Every gunner's a runner, Jack. I mean, look, their away section was empty by 85 minutes. It's absolutely appalling, especially at North London Derby.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely appalling. It just goes to show the nature of the club, the fan base, and everything about them. Look, they ran away from Harry Winks. They got what was coming to them. They got what they deserved, and we smacked them back to reality and gave them a good old-fashioned beating, you know, for abusing a system that was there designed to kind of help clubs, you know, and they absolutely abused it. So I'm absolutely delighted they got what was coming. Rob Holding lived up to his name, getting a red card. Harry Kane gave them a good punishment, and so did Sonny. Absolutely brilliant. But we do have to talk about Sonny before we end off. I know we'll get through some more super chats first, but I do want to talk about Sonny and you know, him being upset.
Big up, Ripsy, and I couldn't agree more, my man. And I'm glad you brought this up, because I kind of forgot to bring this up in these Arsenal previews and whatnot, because I was trying to be nice and didn't want to bring politics too much into it. But Ribsy, you absolutely fed me here, you know, a softball, and I just decided to hit a home run there. So big up, Ribsy. Really do appreciate it, and really appreciate the really generous one as well.
Yeah,
good to have you in here.
He's enjoying himself, Jack. He was saying earlier on he was having some tins. He's enjoying himself. Ribsy, have another 10. Have another 10, brother. And William Kelly, if you're awake, you have another 10.
But Dave, I think before maybe we move on, you want to talk about Sonny and stuff. Hopefully I can keep up with the super chats. I have the next one in line available.
Take some of the super chats, and then we'll talk about Sonny.
Okay. Dark Sun G saying they have to face Wood, Trippier, Maxim or Saint Maximan, Joe Linton, LOL.
And
with Newcastle, it is the last game of the season at home. So that's the part that keeps me hopeful, because with that being the last game of the season at home, they have so much to look forward to next season. They kind of got a spanking from the likes of Man City. You would think that they're going to really back themselves to try to at least put in a good performance. You know, maybe not 3 points, but at least a good performance in the next game. And some of those players could cause them trouble, especially Chris Wood in the air. Maybe if Gabriel isn't available, someone like Chris Wood could cause them trouble. Trippier, like we said, he's going to single-handedly try to get us top 4 from the other side. And then St. Maximan is trouble against anyone, except unless you have a Romero on your team. And then Joe Linton has somehow become, you know, prime R9 for Newcastle. So Dark Sun G, I can see it, my man. I can see it, and really do appreciate support. Rufus Roughcut, he put in a super chat, but he withdrew the message. So Rufus, if you put in a comment any place else, I'll try to bring it up later, my man, but really appreciate support. And honestly, hopefully you're enjoying yourself, my man, at least. Joseph saying, get in. Both brothers came around for the game and left after third goal. Joseph is the one with all the siblings, Dave.
Yes.
I couldn't even give them a smoke. They didn't back their manager or trust the process. Come on, you Spurs in the tune. I got to leave you guys with this. This is a softball for Dave.
Yeah, look, and then we'll let Nick in as well. Look, for me, Joseph, you know what you do with them. I told you, one in each arm, walk around, giving them a nuggie, and make them stare at kind of processed peas. That's the only process they'll be having tonight, my man. Absolutely buzzing for you. I told you not to be nervous. I told you it was coming. Joseph, you know, your brothers, if you're watching, I presume you might be beside Joseph. Tough luck, tough titties. Look, the better team won on the day. We're too good for you. The difference is Antonio Conte. Look at the magic the man works. We've got Harry Class A Kane, Son Young Messi. You cannot compete. There's levels to this game. Levels to this game. And you know what? You should have just went with Joseph in the first place and followed Spurs. It wouldn't be this hard on you right now. Big up, Joey.
Nick, you know, the siblings didn't even let him give the chance, you know, give them any smoke at all. I mean, that's not really brotherly like or sisterly like, you know.
It doesn't show that, you know, that family vibe, you know, but what Joseph, what you do for the next 2 weeks until the end of the season is you don't say anything to him. You just, every time you see him, you just look at him and smile. A good 30 seconds, just smile. Just like that. Yeah, they'll know what you're talking about. They'll know what you're talking. You don't have to say anything. It's the class thing to do. If it was them, they would be jumping up and down and
Yeah,
yelling in your face.
yeah.
If you're classier than that, Joseph, you're a
Yeah,
sport.
and you know what? Just to add to what Nick is saying, even if you're around them, don't say anything. Just smile.
Yep.
Even tomorrow, send them if you're on Snapchat or whatever.
Give them a smiley
WhatsApp.
face.
Yeah, just a nice picture. Good morning, lads. Big smile
Thinking
on my
of
face.
you. Thinking of you.
Big up Joseph. He is loving life
Legend.
right now.
Legend. And Joseph, I'm sorry that they didn't show you that courtesy because, to be honest, Joseph, if I know you, I feel like if this had happened to you, you probably just sit there, kind of own up to it, just say, you know what, lads, just give it to me. I'm man enough for it. I'll just take it here. Apparently, the siblings couldn't do it. So, Joseph, I do apologize. It's just what the Gunners do, my man. They just run. They just run, Joseph. They just run. Bottom Duda saying this match exposed Arsenal. They are very bad. Period. They cleared. They clearly overachieved. Well, Arsenal fans will now say that they are still ahead with a young team. Delusional bunch. We played a very intelligent game. Come on, you Spurs. Conte is a magician. Nick, what do you think? Like, where are Arsenal fans' heads at? If you wanted to put, I don't even know if you can, Nick, because you're a rational guy. I don't know if you could put your head in their headspace because it's just not really possible. But
I
if
don't
you
like to
were
go
maybe
down
a
those
fan of
dark
the
corners,
scum,
man. I don't like to
if
go
you were
down
a
those.
fan of the scum, where would their heads be at right now? Would they be saying that? Would they be saying, "Listen, we're still a point ahead," or do you think they're shaking in their boots right now?
I would be. I think that they're thinking, "Geez, our front three could get past a defense that has Sanchez and Ben Davies in it." That's what they're thinking right now, and
But
that's
every other defense is giving them gifts.
yeah.
Every
Come
defense.
on, I mean, it's that's got to make you think. That's got to make you really assess what's been going on for the last 2
Right.
months. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, and obviously, we have Antonio Conte. He's very good at bringing a defense together. So that's why. But still, we're not talking about people who have just changed into prime Italian defenders. It's Sanchez has not played a game in what 6 weeks, more than that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know what to say. But Dave, I'm going to give you a question that one of my favorite hosts does on the Football Guardian, Max Rushton. I'm going to kind of take his style here. Arsenal, Dave, very bad? Question mark.
Yeah, no, absolutely awful. Look, apart from the scare in the first 5 minutes, which we kind of expected, I mean, they didn't really offer anything apart from abusing Son and then just picking the ball out of the net. It's all they came here to do. Look, we bet them into surrender. Once they went down to 10 men, it was always going to be game over. But I would more focus on us, Jack. I think, like the bottom dude says, we played a very intelligent game.
Uh,
We gave them a bit of belief in the first while. Conte drew them on. Brad Matthews said this could happen as well on the fan show. That for the first couple of minutes, sit back, draw them on. And then, because we know we're best at counter-attacking football. We can't break down teams that sit in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Arteta showed his inexperience tonight.
Lego man.
Conte showed his experience. And, Arteta fell for it. They believed, they got sucked on. We counter-punched them. And that's where the yellow cards were coming from. Us sucking Arsenal in, letting them press us into Sonny, boom, yellow card. It was too easy. Too easy. The fact that Conte used Son as the decoy instead of Kane as well, absolutely brilliant. I mean, it's a Conte masterclass, if you ask me.
Yeah, absolutely. Arteta thought he was going to be slick by trying to put out,
Yeah.
this guy might not play. This guy's injured. He's coming up against an actual coach, an actual manager that's won many, many things. You're going to try to out tactic him with that kind of BS? No. We all knew that Conte had a little something special for him, man, and he showed.
Yeah.
I mean, is he right though? Because Ben White didn't play though. Mikel, did Bukayo Saka play?
I don't know. I didn't see him.
He was out there. I've barely seen him.
Might have been right,
Yeah.
actually. To be honest, he might not have been lying to us because I didn't see him play. Let me know,
That's right.
anybody in the chat, if you actually even saw him out there. Aaron Dubb saying,
You see Arteta driving around the Emirates with a microphone out the car. Saka. Be looking for him. Brilliant.
Well, Dave, he better find him because he's got to, take him back to class, pretty soon because, he still has, a waiver that he signed out with with the principal over at school. But Dabata Duda really appreciate support as well as Ribsy. Really, really generous, both of you. And Joseph, really, really generous, honestly, and great comments as well.
And
Aaron Dub,
mhm. The whole
and
chat
Aaron Dub,
is
yeah,
bringing
what's
up
the whole chat
this
doing?
Arteta. Yeah, this Arteta post match. So I don't,
Uh-oh.
we're gonna have to take a look at it if we can. But it looks like Arteta may not have been able to survive this one personally on a personal level, which is the
Ooh.
best thing we can possibly get for the next two matches. But apparently he's
Well,
blaming the ref. He's he's probably
the
blaming
referee that
the
we'd never won with.
right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
there you go, everybody. The referee that we've only won once with in our entire time period in the Premier League, and he's been in here a while. Paul Tierney is not someone that's new on the block as well. So there
Mhm.
you are, everybody. You heard it all. You thought Karen Klopp was bad. Apparently, Lego Head is even worse. But Aaron Dubb saying, I'm in full smug mode. I told Bobby K we are winning 3-0 for the three Spurs boys. Cigar time, baby. Aaron, honestly, I think he would probably pull off a better Ancelotti impression with that cigar than most of us, to be fair. I think he'd pull it off better than David or I, or even
and he's
Nick.
not lying. He put that in on the fan show as well, if I remember correctly, when Bobby K was on.
I hate to say this, Dave. I'm not an I told you so, like maybe certain people, but I said 3-0 this whole time as well. You can clip me on Paxton Road, clip me on the pre match build up earlier. I went for the 3-0 as well. I went for a Sunny hat trick. Probably a bit ridiculous, but that's what I went for, Aaron. But the right scoreline at the end of the day, you know what I'm talking about, Aaron. We're in the right club, baby. But big up, Aaron, and cigar time. Get that picture for me. Hopefully, you have a few people around you like Ancelotti did, and you get a good mean mug photo for it. But really appreciate support, Aaron. And honestly, hopefully you're buzzing, my man. Dark Sun G says, I said since Pierre Hoiberg and Bentancur, KDB, Rodri, Gundogan, and Fabinho, Henderson, and Thiago. El Neni Odegaard Chaka is a cakewalk. Son, man of the match for one goal and a red card. Nick, he's kind of right here. Like the fact that Bentancur and Hoiberg
Yeah,
were able to
yeah,
handle the midfield of Man City and Liverpool. A lot of people today, and rightfully so, they said the battle's going to be won in the midfield today. I
hmm
mean, it's
And I
probably
think
the easiest
that's
midfield battle they've ever won.
yeah. I mean, if you go pound for pound, it's 2-on-3, but the quality
Easier than the
rises
other
to the
times.
top. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But it's they do the job that is being asked of them, which is to break up play, recycle the balls to the creative people, and that's exactly what they did. We're now able to use our width, even though we don't have arguably our best wing backs on it right now. I mean, barring Cess, but even then, the plan is starting to sink in. How to play wide. Even Emerson's getting it now. And this is the thing. I mean, look, I was the guy's biggest defender at the beginning of the season, and I really started to drop off a couple of weeks ago. But you can teach with quality. You can teach a guy that's that young, who obviously does have some skill. He can be taught. So we'll see, man. We'll see. We're gonna now have to revisit this question again about the wingbacks. This is gonna go on for months and months and months now. Do you sell? Is it a
Yeah,
wholesale fire sale like we all thought it was supposed to
yeah.
be?
No,
Right now, the
100%.
the most likely man on the chopping block is Regulon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And look, it does seem like there's something going on there with Regulon. I don't know what, but it does look like they've fallen out, which would be interesting to see how that goes this summer. Madrid might be looking to take it back. But
Right.
Jack, maybe earlier on you were saying about the stadium after the game. Well, it's absolutely hopping.
Let's see.
Absolutely
Better
hopping.
be.
Oh man.
Better be. Better be. I
Look at
think
that.
we're
Look
jealous
at
of
that.
any single person in that seat.
And
And honestly, they should be living it to the absolute fullest. They should be.
they
Absolutely
should.
should be.
And I've got what Mikel Arteta said in his press conference
Lay it on.
after the game. I prefer not to say what I think. The beautiful game was destroyed tonight.
Get the
An absolute fucking mug.
unbelievable.
Um,
The
any
hypocrisy.
beautiful football that you saw out there from maybe the scum tonight, Nick? I'm not sure what he's really talking about because it didn't even seem like they made an attempt at beautiful football.
Yeah, I don't know.
You couldn't
Arteta.
even make love if they were even in a meadow. It felt like, Nick tonight.
I did see beautiful football, man. I did. I saw 3 beautiful goals. Nothing wrong with any of them.
Oh,
I
right.
saw
Yeah,
a
from the other team.
classic Harry Kane penalty. You know, and I saw some very ugly football too. I saw a lot of holding. Holding on the ground, holding in the.
Well, we didn't see a lot of holding. That's
I
the
saw a
problem,
lot of
Matty.
holding for the
Is that the
first 30
beautiful
minutes.
football he's referring to, Nick?
I guess so. I guess so. I guess I got to see it from his perspective.
Yeah, I
Nah,
guess you
look,
have to.
the guy's an absolute fraud. Look, do you know what? Do you know what I take from it? Jurgen Klopp has had a pop. Arteta has had a pop, but what it shows me is Conte's got them right where
Right,
he
Got
wants them.
rattled.
right
Right,
where he wants him. You're
rattling,
absolutely right, David.
rattling them
Absolutely.
right through the very top of the Premier League. And Arteta can come out and cry all he wants. At the end of the day, I know. Nick was saying we saw a lot of holding, but we didn't. That's what ultimately cost them
Right.
the game. So rather than blame Tottenham, blame your guy Rob Holding. He's the one that ruined it for you. I mean, what an absolute fraud of a bloke. But I take solace in knowing Tottenham, we broke Mikel Arteta. 2 in a row. Klopp and Arteta, we broke them. We have broke them.
Big
And
up, Dark
Arsenal are
Sunday.
screwed going into next game. And Gabriel came off with a hamstring injury, Jack, so he might not make the next game. Rob Holding is now suspended. Ben White might not make the game, and potentially, I'm not sure, but that yellow card might be a suspension for Granit Xhaka.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Oh, that
I
would be
mean,
good.
had to
That
get
would be
further
good.
into that. Had to get further into that. But Dark Sun G, again, as always, appreciate support. And honestly, Dark Sun G appreciates the softballs for the banter as well, making my job a lot easier as well. Dark Sun G, do appreciate that, my man. But Patty Higgins here saying, can't buy you around, lads. So, but what a night. I mean, Patty, believe me, this helps a lot. And also, Patty, just even you being in the chat, Patty, I know you're a member as well. I mean, you've done more than us, more than enough for us to buy us a pint, Patty. Even just the energy alone buys us a pint in spirit, Patty. But really appreciate it, brother. Dave, anything
Patty.
quickly to say to Patty?
No, I'm just going to say this is the only time you'll ever hear me sing this, Paddy, but oh, what a night. Watching Tottenham on a Thursday night. Come on.
Big up,
Absolutely love
Patty.
it, Paddy. The vibes are insane. Big up, Paddy. Really appreciate that, my man. Really do appreciate it. What a top guy. Hopefully the flat cap is doing you the business as well, my man. Everyone keep smashing that like button. Keep smashing that subscribe button. Feel free to keep getting your super chats in. But guys, everyone grab a channel membership. Tonight's the night to do it. Fan shows every week for you guys to come on and have your say. And what the fan shows does, if all 6,000 people grab a membership, it just gives me and Jack that bit of security, to be able to keep going with this channel in the way we want to hurtle forward with it and make it one of the best out there for Spurs fans.
Absolutely, Dave. Absolutely, Dave. But Patty, I must say, my man, if you do need to tag me in anything, tomorrow, if you go on some sort of, raid, maybe with the Gooners tomorrow, because I know, Patty, I mean, you're quite powerful on Twitter. If you need a bit of help tomorrow, feel free to tag me in anything, Patty. But really do appreciate support, brother. Neil Shapton saying, and he's also been a member for 7 months, using a member super chat, saying it's good to see Son upset he was subbed. He'll be that much more motivated to score versus Newcastle and Burnley and go for that golden boot. Nick, I'm just going to ask you and you alone. What are your thoughts on that whole situation? Because it was, good to see that Sonny was upset, but it was also a bit concerning.
Yeah, I mean, I never want to see that look on his face.
You don't want to see that.
I would. You wouldn't actually expect it, frankly. You wouldn't have expected him to be that dejected about coming off when clearly it was tactical. But he wants it, man. You can tell we all talked about how humble he is and how he doesn't usually go for the plaudits, but obviously he wants that. He's 1 point away from tying it, right? At one goal away, and he wants it. So you cannot begrudge him that, because that's something that has been coming. He's been deserving this, and he is clearly this year's player of the year for our squad. So we should be back in that. But Conte knows that he needs him fit and firing for Burnley.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to see another Puskas goal. man. He
Yeah,
tried it. You saw him
absolutely.
trying it today. He tried to run all the
He
way from the
did.
side
You're right,
today,
Nick. He did
and he
try
almost
it.
did it, man. He's got it
He
in the
did.
sights, man. So, listen, let's just hope Mo Salad gets left at the deli, and Son can bang in a couple over the next. I mean, if he can get one at Burnley, who knows at Norwich? It just could be a open season.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, there you go, Neil. Who knows? Another Puskas inbound. But Neil, since the beginning, really appreciate your support. Been an absolute OG of the Harris Army, and really do appreciate all the support that you've shown David as well as me personally, Neil. Really pick yourself up, my man.
Big
Alpha
up.
T saying Woolwich Bottling Company on show. Yeah, honestly, the Woolwich Distilling Company, because they're gonna have to seal that burn and they're gonna have to put it in, store it in for a while, let it kind of ferment, see if they can open it up again and enjoy it, because honestly, it's going to have to ferment for a while. It's actually fermenting quite quickly, to be fair. So it is the Woolwich Bottling Company. Pick yourself up, my
I have
man.
to say,
Absolutely.
Jacko, I have to say, my man, I'm loving this side of you, my man. I'm loving this side of you. The confidence, the arrogance, I'm loving it.
Try my best. I guess it's just the humor bone has gotten into me today. Who knows, Dave? It's the early wake up call that I got. But Rob Coyne saying, Davey, if we get fourth, I want to hear you sing Glory, Glory, Tottenham Hotspur, like when Evans did when we beat Burnley there under pressure. Thanks, Jack and Davey. Big up, Rob.
No, look, first of all, Rob, I really appreciate the support. A lot of people saying today we put on a good show, so I really appreciate that, everyone. But, Rob, honestly, I will do that. Not a problem if we get top four. Do you know why? Because I predicted it since the start of the season, and if it comes true, I'll be absolutely buzzing. Look, like Yo Lad said earlier on, everyone get your Newcastle Brown Ales in, for Monday night when Arsenal head up there, and they're heading there with a depleted squad, completed back line. And the top four is definitely on, Rob. It's definitely on. And I will sing what people like if we get top four. No problem. Get the request in. Hell, I might even make a playlist on Spotify for you guys if you love it that much.
Big up, Rob, my man.
Big
Really
up,
do
Rob.
appreciate
Legend.
support. Dark
Mayo
Sun
for
D in
Sam.
here saying this result was obvious after ruining Liverpool quadruple, which the Gooners couldn't do with their best 11. Also, they can't beat City as well, but we can. Come on, you Spurs. Nick, does that kind of come into play as well? The fact that, like, I know it's kind of more embarrassing that we've dropped results, or dropped points against worser teams, but when it's come to the bigger teams, bar Chelsea this season, and I guess Man United, we
Mm.
have like shown up, whereas, Arsenal, they've done a better job, to be fair to them, at getting the points against the lesser teams than we have. But when it comes to the big boys, we've been the team that has shown up. They simply haven't.
Yeah, well, I think it comes down to there are specific problems that needed fixing, as far
Right.
as cohesion, leadership, distractions, and that's what Conte's fixing little by little. And we know that we have the quality to really hurt the big teams, if not completely dominate them, or at least give them a game when it comes to Liverpool, dominate them when it comes to City. But it's the turning off at the wrong times. It's
Mm,
the lack of creating chances against the teams that sit back and then turning off at the 85th minute and letting them in, and it's grinding that poor mentality out of
right.
these players. That's the hard work that Conte is doing right now. And frankly, I'm not going to put from what I saw today, I'm not going to put Arsenal in the same category as those other big teams that we've shown up against. They
Mm.
played more like a mid-table team, and we showed that we can dominate that kind of a team.
Leicester gave us more of a game, to be
There
honest, at
you
home
go. There
than
you go.
than
There you
these lot did. That's what I would tell you, Dark Sun G, Nick. But Dark Sun G, I mean, we're the party poopers, not only for Liverpool, but as well as for this comment. It's good to see, my man. And as well, we seem to just have City's number. If only we could play them every week, if you ask me. But Dan Coys, big up Dark Sun G. Really appreciate support today,
Yeah.
my man. Honestly, top man as always. Dan
Big
Coys.
G.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I just saying big up Dark Sun G. He's loving life. He's absolutely hopping
Oh
off. I'd
no,
say
Dave.
he's
I mean,
bouncing
he was
around.
bouncing off the
He's
room
moving
last
Arsenal back
weekend.
to
He's not allowed to do it again, Dave. He's
back.
bouncing off the room 2 weekends in a row. The outlad must be absolutely furious.
I'd say I'd say he's probably trying to find a reason to ground Dark Sun G. I would say lock him in his room. I'd say if I was you, Dark Sun G, I'd just walk around the house like I own it. I really would, honestly. I'd say your old lad is fuming. Back to back weekend, back to back results for you, my man. I'm buzzing for you. Big up.
Honestly,
And Ellie says, Ellie's in the chat. She just said, just got out of the concourses and
Oh,
it was rocking in
wow.
there. My God, stunning
big up,
singing,
Ellie.
even better than West Ham lads rocking. Emerson literally could have had a hat trick, lads. That's the long short of it. Big up, Ellie. Ellie, you know, if go back in there, get some videos for the channel. Ellie, go back in there and get some videos for the channel.
Big up, Ellie. Honestly, absolutely glorious. And Ellie, also as well, if you're still listening, a lot of people are giving Pierre the man of the match, which is exactly what you and I want to be seeing as well. But Dark Sun G, like David kind of said, maybe just pull a beer out, pour it out onto the floor, for maybe Liverpool's title hopes, pour it out as well onto Arsenal, see what the outlet has to say, my man. But big up, Dark Sun G. Dan Coy saying, waiting in the queue for the White Hart Lane 3 points, eardrums left at my seat. North London is ours. Come on, you Spurs.
He went to the
Come on,
game
you
today.
Harris Army. Dan was there, Dave.
He was there. My man, I hope you enjoyed it, brother. You know, and I know you got the manscape freshly trimmed before you went as well. My man, I hope you enjoyed it, Dan. Just like Kelly, I hope you stayed for a little bit after just to soak it up. Enjoy Spurs fans singing after the couple of years we had. That's what it's all about tonight. Sitting there, soaking it in, reveling in it, and enjoying it. My God, we've been through a long 2 hard years. Today is not the day to pick any faults with the club, but just sit back there, watch the goals, watch the fans singing. This is what being a Tottenham fan is all about. Days like this. Big up, Dan. I hope you bloody well enjoyed it, my man.
Big up, Dan. Really appreciate it. And honestly, as Dan, you probably know better than the rest of us. It's the inches that count, Dan. And honestly, we showed plenty of inches out there today, my man. Big up, Dan. Honestly, love the support as well. And really appreciate you even throwing in the super chat. While he's probably in pandemonium right now, dude. He's in pandemonium, and he's still throwing in the support. So, Dan, really, honestly, bottom of my heart, appreciate that because he's still thinking of the Harris Army while he's honestly celebrating. So I really appreciate
He
that.
had to check in. He just had to. Big up,
Yeah,
Danny boy.
the power of the Harris Army. There you go, Dan. Dark Sun G saying Gooners lost a lot today. Gabrielle holding 3 points as well and 3 goals subtracted from their goal difference. Top 4 is ours because Burnley at our place is weaker than at the turf. More.
Very
It's a
true.
great point as
Yeah.
well. And Nick, are you less afraid of Burnley when it comes to at our place? Because to be honest, I love Burnley. I'm actually quite, I have a soft spot for them. But when it comes to our palace, I'm not really afraid of them as I am when we go to Turf Moor.
You love Burnley, Jack? I mean, it's
I do have
basically
a soft spot for
you,
them. Dave
you and
knows
the
this.
city
I
of
have a soft
Burnley.
spot for them.
That's it.
I'm a big fan of, the Chris Wood and Sean Dyche days. Maybe I'm going to have to find a new other Premier League team, but I have respect for them. I like Burnley.
Listen, they're going to be. I haven't seen a whole lot of them since they sacked Dyche, so I can't tell you if they've changed up the style of play. I think that sitting back is gonna be tricky if they're doing the usual Burnley, and it's just
Right.
send balls right at our faces as much as you can, and we'll hopefully get you on a set piece. I gotta be. I'm a little worried
They'll
about
be
that.
sitting back. They'll be sitting deep. It'll be a very different game. At
Yeah.
least I can say that. And that's maybe,
However, that being
yeah,
said, there is a cohesion right now that I'm seeing about our squad that, even set pieces, we look stronger than we have been
get over the
all
line.
season right now. It looks like the shit is starting to sink in right now on who to mark. Don't let your man get away from you, and make sure that they hit the first man, whatever you did. And that happened today, every
Yeah.
single set piece,
And
so, yep, go ahead, man.
oh no, sorry, I was just going to say, look, I'm not afraid of Burnley at home. At the end of the day, we usually get a good result against them at home, like Nick was saying. But one thing is, we've got an angry Sonny. Now, son won his Puskas Award against Burnley.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
Conte knows what he's doing, man. Conte.
Yeah, I reckon he's probably winding him up on purpose. I would say,
Yeah.
get him angry for the last 2 games because he can already see what's coming down the line. Like we struggle against some of the smaller teams, and look, managers play 5D chess. Like you've already seen, Conte's already got Pep's number, already got under his skin, Klopp's and Arteta's, and now he's in Son's psyche. He's a god.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is.
Dark Sun G in here again saying if Cesc and Royale keep this form into next season, would you focus wing backs as a first priority? Would you give them one more season after City, Liverpool, and today as well? It's a great question, Dark Sun G, and probably something we'll maybe carry into maybe a Knicky answer me at some stage because it's that good of a question. But to answer you, I mean, wingbacks for me, as much as I know we have other areas that we need to address as, right away, the wingbacks are just crucial. We need
Yeah.
more than two, at least two for maybe the right wingback position, and maybe one that can potentially play on the left wingback area as well. Because if you ask me, Dark Sunji, as good as Royale has been, I don't think Doherty or him are good enough to be consistent starters next season. One of them's going to have to be the backup. You could probably say Doherty is maybe the best of the two as that backup, as good as Emerson's been recently. Maybe you keep three because Emerson could maybe do a job somewhere, someplace else. Doherty can
Uh,
also do a job at left wing back if needed. But for me, Dark Sun G, regardless of the performances of the wingbacks recently, I think that more has to do with Conte's system than it does have to do with the quality of the players. Because for me, if we actually had quality wingbacks in the system, there wouldn't even be teams that would be sitting back and putting people in the midfield because they would know that our wingbacks are good enough to hurt them. So that's actually, in my eyes, the big problem with the wingbacks is that teams are trying to look at the wingbacks as the way they can hurt Spurs, the way that they can exploit Spurs, and I don't want that to be the case anymore. So that's why I still want to bring in quality wingbacks, if you ask me. But Emerson is making a good case for himself, Dark Sun G. He is, and Sessegnon seems to have a huge future, at least with Antonio Conte. So he seems to have his foot in the door here. So that's
I,
my thoughts on it.
I don't want to go back down this route. Look, it's like, and I'm not accusing Dark Sanji of this because I know he's not doing it. But it's like when Winks comes in and certain people come out the woodwork. Oh, I told you Winks is a quality player. It's like, what, for 8 minutes? I mean, please give me a break. At the end of the day, look, I'll enjoy them today. I'll enjoy them to the end of the season. But you can't rest on your laurels. You've got to look to keep improving and moving forward. And that's it at the end there. That's where I stand on it. Look, thank you for coming in. You've really turned it around, turned our season around. Let's hope we get top four.
Yeah.
But whoever Conte deems needs to go, they've just got to go. End of.
Yeah.
We've got to
Yeah.
keep improving. We cannot rest here.
Kind of like what Jack said, man. I don't think it's going to happen, but in a perfect world, I would say keep three of them, maybe even keep all four, and get another two wingbacks. Get
Yeah.
two attacking specialists, one for either side, and at least keep three out of the four that we have right now because we're going to need that rotation. We
We are
clearly,
going to need that
and
rotation.
it's so vitally important to the way Conte plays, then you have to be overloading in those sections because they're going to get injuries. They're going to have other problems. Let's make sure we have 5 people to play that position.
Yeah.
And speaking of the wingbacks, pick up Dark Sunji. But speaking of the wingbacks, Duhadam Duda saying, I think we are beginning to see why Conte rates Sessegnon so highly. He's growing in the role, and if he doesn't get injured again, we have a player in our hands. Conte and the team looked very calm. Nick, I've asked Dave 1,000 times about
Yeah.
Sessegnon, so I do want to come back to you here and give a different opinion. What's your, opinions of Sessegnon? Do you see where, Conte rates him? Do you know why he rates him so highly?
Man, I'm a softie, and I like the whole. I like the idea of a Sessegnon.
Right. I know what you mean.
Yeah, and it seems like he's got the right attitude, and it seems like he's just had a hard luck. It's a hard luck story. But the quality's there. We know that the crossing is there. It hasn't been there this season because I think the confidence has been down. But it's for the love of God, he's got to get a bunch of games under his belt without injury. So I think obviously Conte knows what he's looking at when he knows at a player and looks at it in the long term. So I think he knows what his injury history is like. And there's been a lot of talk about, well, it's calf muscles, but it's different calf muscles, and he can grow out of this. And all that talk about he needs to bulk up, he needs to go away and play in another league for another. So he's done that, and he's growing into it now. I see next year as being Sessegnon's real year, man. Goals and assists, man. Goals and assists coming from him.
I love
But
that.
he needs competition. Without a doubt, he does
Yes.
need competition there. He can't just be. We can't have complacency anymore in the squad. So, I would love to see him come out the box firing next season, but I want to see somebody in there that's right up his ass, making him, pushing him to his best.
You've
Might be
got
someone different than regular
Yeah,
next season.
regular.
Might be a
Yeah.
different competition next season.
Yeah.
You never know. Might be a Kostic, competing with them next season.
Hmm.
every squad needs competition, and we have to get the competition in here. We can't be afraid to bring in players to compete with players we love, because once you bring in them players, start competing with them, everybody goes up a new level, and you start winning things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And just
absolutely.
to answer the last part of the bottom super chat, he says the content of the team looked very calm. Well,
Yeah.
I got a quote here from content from the press conference, and I love this. I was very clear with my players after the game to enjoy and celebrate, but think about Sunday. You can win a derby, but it's only important if you win on Sunday. And
Yes.
I love that from Conte. I
No,
love that.
not getting too
It's
hyped
keeping them
into it.
all grounded, keeping them focused. It's like, look, you can win a derby, but if you don't back it up Sunday, it
Job's
doesn't
not done.
count for anything. Yeah,
Job's not done is what Conte's saying. The job's not done. And to bottom
Yeah.
Duda, I agree. There is a calmness about them. And in the case of Sessegnon, seems like he's staying here a while. To bottom Duda, Conte loves him, but he's also come in here with another really generous super chat and
big
saying
up.
Klopp had to come out and apologize for his comments. Conte and Klopp are top coaches. Farteta isn't even a top 100 coach. He should be worrying about next season. He
He
should
probably
be
felt
worrying
left
to bottom
out.
Duda.
He probably felt left out. Poor guy.
He should be worrying about it, dude, because I think we asked Northside this the other day because I said, with the new contract, does the new contract come higher expectations? Does the new contract come, more pressure? Does the new contract come with maybe more of like, a stricter kind of outlook on where they want to go from here? To bottom two down. I'd like to think that it would, or actually, I don't want to think that it would because, if they keep them in as long as possible, that's the best for Spurs, if you ask me. But to bottom Duda, I see where you're coming from, where he should be worrying because he's just christened, this new contract with an absolute beating. It's not a good christening at all for the guy. And as well as, with maybe the new vibe that the contracts come with, he's not, again, didn't christen that well. I don't know if you ask me to bottom Duda, it's not looking good for Lego Man. It's not a good state for him. And so hopefully he knows what to do from here. But I really doubt that he does because the out or the blueprint was right in front of him about how to give Spurs a tough game. He decided to go with his ego. And I don't know. It's not a surprise that he got beaten quite handily. I even said that at one stage to Dave. I think even the watch along where Dave was a bit worried, about the press about him, dude. And I just said, like, the fact that they're pressing us gives me more confidence that we're going to get a lot out of this game, which made me think that Lego Man isn't as clever as we all thought he was about him, Duda. But big yourself up, my man, and really do
Yeah,
appreciate support.
yeah. Look, when it comes to Arteta, Jack, I think I'll be honest. I think he felt left out. That Klopp and Conte were going at it, and he came in today with a bit of a bruised ego, and he's like, "Okay, I'll show them. I want to come in on this 4 words. They don't respect me. No one speaks about me like that." And he came in naive and he went for it to try and get the respect, and he ended up crying in the press conference after.
There you
He's
are.
not a big boy. You can't mix it with them. I was trying to tell the people on the Arsenal lounge this yesterday. They wouldn't listen.
Big up, big up to bottom dude. I really appreciate it. Light work becoming a new member, a green member as well. Big up, light work. Really appreciates the support. Always been here for a very, very long time,
Big
especially
up,
on
like
game
man.
days as well. Big up, light work, my man. Um, And then Dark Sun G saying last 3 home games combined, Spurs 7-1. Last 3 away games, Spurs 7-4. We can at least come close away. They can't come close to ours at home. Next season away win is 100% on. Dave, what
Mm.
are your thoughts on that? Could we get that away win, that elusive away win? It's very tough, and
Mm.
even form never even comes into it.
If Arteta stays in charge and Conte stays in charge, we will beat them away. If they change manager, it gets completely different because look, I'll be honest, Dark Sun G, look, winning an away game in a North London derby is very difficult. Only the away team has won it once now in 20 games. The away team has only won it once. It's very difficult for the away team. Even our best sides, we struggle to go to Arsenal away and pick up points by all 3 points, my man. it's not that easy going away. Like demonstrated for Arsenal today. But if Conte stays in charge and Arteta stays in charge, we beat them twice next season. We do the double. We take a shit on their toilet bowl, and then we welcome them to our palace.
Nick, time to make a $5 bet with me because
Mhm.
I know, I'd have to, I know where you live and, I could ask you for it if I ever needed it. Do you think we'll get an away win next season? What
I
would you
think
make a bet on? Yes or no?
I think that there's every single chance that we can and we should get an away win. I think that we are going to bring in much more possibility, talent, cohesion in this coming season. Whether it turns out top four or not, top four is going to make a hell of a difference as far as our impetus goes. But you could see, does anybody really think that Conte's leaving right now?
No,
No.
not
Now
here.
in the last, no, I don't think so. I don't think the press. I think that stopped from the press too right now.
Mhm.
I mean, we'll see. But with that in mind, I do not see Arsenal developing as strongly as we're going to develop over the next 4 months.
I
You
agree.
know, then
And you're lucky,
right?
man. You're a lucky man because I would make the same bet that you did. So I guess no one knows each other anything. But Dark Sun G in here yet again saying Cess is homegrown, right? So with Cess and Skip,
Right.
Winks loses his only reason that he is still here. My first
That's
out
right.
is Winks, then going down the list. I would say though, Sessegnon, he doesn't fit the exact bill that Winks does because Winks is from the academy as well as being born in England and homegrown. So kind of fits a few different kind of check marks there, Dark Sun G, whereas Sessegnon doesn't. But Skip does
Yes.
in fact replace Winks' spot. And Harvey White, who we all
Uh,
know you love, Dark Sun G, as well as we
Mhm.
both love, also fills in Winks' spot. So no fret there, Dark Sun G. Dave, anything to say there?
No, I agree. Look, because Session didn't come through the academy, that's the only reason why he doesn't count like Harry Winks does in the squad registrations. But Ollie Skip has come through the academy, so he will qualify for everything that Harry Winks has done. So that's Winks out the door, in my opinion. Look, at the end of the day, he's not good enough. And look, actually, with the Spurs TV coming out and them showing under 21 games next year, we might actually get to watch Harvey White.
Absolutely, Dark Sun G. Get ready for those watch alongs as well, my man. But big up, Dark Sun G. Really
I was
appreciate
thinking,
support.
sorry, Jack. It's just come to my mind. I'm a very forgetful man. But I was thinking about Dark Sun G earlier on today, right? And I was just thinking, Spurs are going to Korea, same as Gaguma. Will
that's
you be
right.
going to Spurs games? Let me know.
Oh
Will
man,
they
yeah,
be going
we
to
got to
Spurs
get that
game?
picture. We got to get that picture.
And
Yeah.
honestly, Dave, like for the under 23s, like if Dark Sun G wants to run the watch alongs with you for the under 23s, the guy knows the under 23s better
Yeah.
than people that even go to the games themselves. He knows the under 23s better than they do. So I would say, Dark Sun G, if you even want to run the under 23 watch alongs, I would say come in contact with Dave and I. You know where to find us, Dark Sun G. But regardless, my man, because I would say you know that under 23 team inside and out, even just for a few questions, want to get your thoughts on the whole situation. But big up, Dark Sun G.
Big up.
Moondog saying, Fraudetta, what an effing baby. People were saying he looked pixelated as well on screen, even. They were saying they couldn't even recognize him. He looked like a Minecraft character, Nick. I don't know. Are you surprised that, his lack of maturity showed?
We've seen it before, you know.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's can you imagine Conte or Poch coming out like that after a 3-0 loss and trying to blame the refs? It's sure that there's being upset, and then there's just there's capitulating yourself in a press conference. That's a different kind of a capitulation. Come on, man. We all know, we all saw what happened on there, man. It wasn't anybody's fault but yours and the people that you control. That's what happened. That's what a 3-0 loss is in a derby.
That's what it looks like.
He
That's
was,
what it
he,
looks like. And Faz Radfar, Dave, saying pathetic comments by Arteta. He knows he messed up. Moondog saying he's a baby. Faz Radfar saying, it's pathetic. Apparently, Arteta, Dave, he had a bit of a tantrum, apparently, at the end of the game.
I'll be honest, I can't wait to eat my. I'm going to get a kebab tonight just to celebrate. But I can't wait to. I can't wait to eat my kebab and watch him. I might even use his tears and mop it up with the bread from the kebab. To be honest with you, I can't wait to see it. I've seen bits and pieces. But look, I have seen. I love the internet. People already putting up pictures of wrestlers tapping out but putting the Arsenal crest on their face. I love the internet. It's brilliant. But look, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be deeply concerned that he's coming out. Look, I get it that he doesn't want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
bash
yeah,
the players. He wants to maybe, he doesn't want to give them a right rollicking with 2 games left to go. I think he's trying to be, clever with what he's doing there, not blaming the players and blaming the referees. But if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be quite worried. Like it's like a North London derby. Some games like this, people don't want to hear the excuses or protecting the players. They want to hear just say the truth. And I said this on an Arsenal channel yesterday. Arteta is not, he doesn't have the same aura about him as a Conte, as a Klopp, as a Pep. He's not the man to take them forward. I'd be deeply worried if I was them. Look, he's a fucking baby. Everyone. I know I wouldn't even be outraged by it. The fact that we've beaten him into submission and we broke him, we broke Klopp, we broke Pep. Enjoy it. When they come out and speak nasty about us, enjoy it. It's a present.
Yeah, enjoy it. That's what I would say as well. But Dave, we've gotten through the incredibly generous support that the Irish Hotspur has shown us. All the army, they're absolutely buzzing. I think we're starting to reach, kind of the wrapping up sort of
Yeah.
moments here. I do have a link in the chat, everybody, to get that channel membership because the fan show is coming up Monday, especially if we grab
Oh,
that
Tuesday.
3 points, especially if we
Arsenal
grab that
Monday.
3 points this Sunday. This fan show is going to be absolutely massive. Might even need to go on for like 7 hours or whatever people need to be there for. So I would say now is the best time possible to grab that membership because we will be there all night for you guys. But sorry, David, cut across you.
No. Sorry, it's just I cut across you. My bad. I was saying not Monday, Tuesday. We were
Tuesday,
drinking
right?
Newcastle
Yeah.
Ale and watching them beat Arsenal on Monday.
That's
That's
right.
right.
So Tuesday,
That's right.
everybody. Might misspoke, but everybody grab that membership. It's in the link right there. There's also the big fat join button as well because you do want to head on because we do not bite. I promise. Everybody gets their due. Everybody gets plenty of minutes on the fan show, and you get to be able to talk whatever you want to talk about. You can take it wherever you want to go. But as well, if you want to send in the fan cams,
Yes.
Yeah,
I
get
love
those fan cams in, man.
people,
I put together the thumbnails for the fan cams, and I'm going to savor watching every video, man.
there you
I'm
go.
gonna get. Don't worry, I'm gonna put highlights under your eyes. I'm gonna do you up like Kardashian Photoshop style. It's gonna be a absolute joy and a pleasure to put those together.
Everybody, the comment, exactly what Nick said. The comment is highlighted here. Please contact us via email for the fan camps if you don't already have our number. If you do have David's number, send in those fan cams. We want them to be piling in tonight. Probably just want to fill up the whole, video queue in general full of the fan cams. Want to see those thoughts, want to see those kind of, bold claims, those kind of celebrations, all that you have, built up in there. Please feel free to send in the fan cams. And also, as well, especially to the members out there, the members really do get those priorities as well on the fan cam. So, really, everybody, feel free to contact us, get those fan cams in, and grab those memberships to support us as well with all the different content that we put out here. We practically are going daily these days, so really would appreciate support with the memberships. It really does go a long way. And Louis Sherman is showing that right here as well, becoming a green member. Big up, Luis. Really appreciate it.
Really appreciate answering the call. Look, hopefully we'll see you on the fan shows as well, Louise. Come on and have your say. The wonderful Ellie comes on, come on and have your say. I really would like to see you. And the same as Lightworks earlier as well. Do come on, get on the fan shows and come on and have your say. Look, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody out there. It's been an incredible day, enjoying the whole day with you from the build-up all the way to the watch long to now. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been a joyous occasion. Lots of banter, jokes, good discussions. And most importantly, we've watched Tottenham Hotspur beat the filth into surrender. And that's what being a Spurs fan is all about. And you know what? It's even kinder of them that they record themselves crying and put it up online. So go and enjoy that, people. Go and enjoy that. Now that the Spurs, this channel's over, get over to AFTV. Enjoy them tears. I know I am. I'm going to have a kebab. But before we go, I want to say a massive thank you to this guy below us. He's come out from behind the camera. These watch alongs, the graphics, the timers, you guys have been asking for them. Me and Jack were stressing out trying to get them, and Nick has come in and saved the day. So everybody, get in the comments, show Nick some appreciation and some love. A massive thank you to Nick. He really helps run run us on match days. So an absolute legend. Jack, as well, a massive thank you to you, everybody out there for tuning in, everyone that has helped massively support the channel financially today.
Yes.
You have no idea how much it really, really
Yes.
does help us going forward over the summer, and stuff like that. So a massive thank you to everybody. We appreciate every single one of you. A massive thank you to all the new subscribers who've enjoyed the channel today. Up to 30 new subscribers today, so absolutely love it. And look, do get them subscribers over to Flat Cap Euro Talk. Jack, what is coming up on the Flat Cap Euro Talk?
Everybody, I would say there's no better time to join because pretty much while we're reaching the end of the season, which means, kind of the season where we start thinking about fixing Spurs. I know this team has given us great memories, but there's still plenty to be fixed when it comes to the squad. So if you're thinking about fixing Spurs, if you like those sort of conversations, how to, get the right signings for Antonio Conte, how to get the best left wing back, who is the best left wing back even for Spurs, all that sort of stuff, head on over to Flatcap Euro Talk. Your questions will be answered. There's also someone that joins me for live streams by the name of Darius that really also helps me out with those sort of kind of questions. We have good conversations about how to fix Spurs. So if that sounds interesting to you, check it out.
Yeah, everybody do check it out. Look, I believe the Arsenal Lounge are going crazy. People let me know in the chat. I will be over there. I believe Northside LDN is going crazy. I'll be in that chat too. I'll be in every Arsenal chat. Hopefully we'll see you all there. As always, come on, you Spurs. In Conte we trust. And we'll see you all back here tomorrow. Enjoy your night. North London Derby. North London is ours. Come on.
Come on,
Come on, you
Spurs.
Spurs.